In a world where a giant half-dog, half-man and a hockey mask-faced senator watch stuff, only one podcast can deliver that in monthly doses. When they are needed to talk over movies and TV shows, you can count on the Nerd Blitz Commentaries.
Hey gang, this is the Nerd Blitz commentary for Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace! Neeson, name of Doom!
Oh, Lord, have mercy. Was that your Jar Jar?
Yeah. Is it not good?
I can't tell over the earpiece.
Oh, God. I always forget that, and you're like, is that your attempt at it? And it's like, oh, fucking confidence destroyed.
Sorry, it always sounds fucked up over the earpiece. So I'm always like, oh my God, is this... What the fuck are you doing? It sounds like me doing Jar Jar.
Well, I hope it's better than that. Because we heard your Joker, and that ain't good.
Nope.
Yeah, that's my attempt at Jar Jar. I guess from now on, when we do anything Star Wars, I'll just stick to the Emperor. Unless you hear this and it's like, oh my God, you sound better than Ahmed Best. And then I'll be like, you're fucking high.
Yeah, you sound better than what's that guy's name that did it? that nobody ever admitted who he was.
Huh?
What was his name? The guy who did his voice on Clone Wars for like 2 episodes.
Oh, that did a couple episodes that Ahmed Best didn't do?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't fucking remember.
Oh, God, I can't remember.
Yeah, there was some weird name, and didn't they try looking it up on that podcast?
Yeah.
Try hunting him down and figuring out who
it
was?
Yeah, he's got like 2 IMDb credits.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I'm wondering if it was like George, and they're like, hi, I'll do Jar Jar this episode.
That was the speculation, was that it was Dave Filoni or George or somebody behind the scene, not an actor person, you know?
Yeah.
So... And that would explain why it was so shitty.
Yeah, it would, but you never said your fucking name, jerk off.
Oh.
I'm Doom.
I'm Fitz.
Possibly the dude that wasn't Ahmed Best was somebody on the crew, huh?
Yeah. I mean, that was the speculation, that it was somebody on the crew and not an actual voice actor.
Yeah, I mean, because that voice was way off.
It was way off. It was really bad.
I'm self-conscious about how good or bad mine is now, but
I mean, it sounded like a terrible impression, like just somebody off the street, like, hey, give us your Jar Jar, and he makes some fucking
just high-pitched annoying bullshit is what it was, basically.
Pretty much. It wasn't even that high-pitched. It was like not even the right pitch. It was all fucked up.
Anyway, yeah, we're getting ready to watch episode 1.
Yes.
Yay!
Yay, we're gonna do some good shit now.
Fucking
not that
well,
we haven't done good shit, but like this is the gold shit.
Fucking A, yeah. And let's talk a bit about what our original plan was for these.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what it was? Because
we were going to watch all of them, right? And release them like once a week, or
no?
Like
we were
in a
gonna.
row. Oh, one a day for 7 days?
Yeah, because remember I even teased it on an early episode, 7 and 7. This was originally intended to be 7 episodes in 7 days.
Yeah.
Like we were going to put book club on hold, we were going to put the main show on hold, and just drop an episode a day. But we decided not to, apparently.
Oh, well.
That's okay. It's more fun this way, I guess.
Yeah. We'll draw it out a little more and...
milk that fucker.
Yeah. Maybe not get burned out halfway through and not have anything new to say.
Well, I mean, we weren't going to record them every day. Record them over months and then release them.
Yeah.
That was the plan. Sort of like what we're going to do now.
True.
What, are you fucking new?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. I've been out in the sun all day.
Ugh.
My head's
had arguments
baked.
to avoid that.
Did you?
Oh, yes. I was like, I ain't fucking up my voice out here because you want to act like you're important. 3 guesses who I had those arguments with. Yeah. But I was like, I ain't fucking up my voice when I'm supposed to be recording for damn near 3 hours watching Star Wars. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that.
But, anywho, do you want to tell him how we're doing it this time? Because
Yeah.
it's a little bit more complicated because he's got a different version than I've got.
Right.
And,
I mean, they're the same version. They're the latest Blu-ray versions.
yeah.
But mine's a digital copy and his is the actual Blu-ray. But since I don't have a Blu-ray player that I can play down here, I just use the digital. So I'm watching it on an iPad.
Yeah, but your version is the first version they released after the Disney buy, too, so it doesn't have the 20th Century Fox
Right,
fanfare.
that's what. Yeah, I was getting to that.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
that's the only major difference really between the two is this has the new fanfare without the
Yeah.
20th Century Fox and all that shit.
Which I am so curious how that sounds.
It's all right. It's kind of
Because
it's strange.
fucking Episode 7, that was so weird to me. Like, just going in Lucasfilm cold, no, dun-da-da, you know?
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's fanfare-esque, but it's
Yeah.
not. It sounds more Star Warsy than the Fox fanfare.
Well, that's because it's a literal rip from a Star Wars song.
Oh yeah, I guess it is actually isn't it like the very last few seconds of like the end credits of Empire?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't remember it. I've got that on the phone, the new fanfare, but I don't remember it, what it sounds like. But
So anyway, we're syncing things up in a different way this time.
Yeah, it's not just go to the play tab like it always was.
Right. We're starting off right at a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
It's not
And-
fully up yet, though, folks, just so you know.
Yeah, and it's on our counters where we're sitting right now. There's 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 49 seconds left.
A lot of people don't know how to see how much time is left, like, on their Blu-ray players and shit, because when I watch a movie, I always set it so I know how much time is left. I don't care how far in I am. I want to know how much is left. And people are like, well, how do you do that? Why do you do that? I don't get it. Does it make a difference? And it's like, no, it's just how I do it. Well, why? I don't get it. It's like, it's just it's not important. Get off my nuts. So, with all that in mind, are we ready?
Should be at 2:15:49, or if that's too difficult for you, just cue it up to where the Mother of Christ, what is going on up there?
Yeah, what the fuck is that? It sounds like somebody's yelling down at you.
No, somebody's scooting a chair across the fucking floor.
It sounded like somebody blasted the TV or something, and it was like...
I'm gonna blast a fucking TV in about 2 fucking seconds here. Just cue it up to a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and you'll be close enough.
Yeah, close enough. We won't be too out of sync.
Plus, you've all seen this movie a million times anyway, I'm sure, right? So,
Oh, yeah. Which, I noticed a lot of shit because I was going into this the first time, or because I watched it just to refresh. And I was like, huh, really? That's what they went after? Okay. And we'll get
What do you
into
mean?
some of that. Well, some of the shit that people were so
some of the
shitty
criticisms, yeah.
about. Yeah. It's going to be basically the Indiana Jones commentary all over again. It's like, there's shit here that you could criticize, but you go for this shit that it's like, that's what you're going to attack.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway.
Yeah, I love this movie, warts and all, so...
I love it too. I mean, it's probably my 3rd favorite Star Wars movie, and I wouldn't say it's got a lot of warts.
This movie is probably, next to the OT, probably... Well, I mean, it is my favorite of the prequel trilogy, for sure. 100%.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's my 2nd favorite of the PT.
And I mean, I think we've talked about it before, but like when this came out, it was like such a big deal, and
Yeah,
I saw
let's
it.
get
I saw
into
it.
that once
I
we
saw it
start.
so many times that it, you know, it's as there's so much sense memory to this
Yeah.
movie, just like with the OT for me. That
Mm-hmm. Well, see, that's getting into one of the questions I wanted to ask you about.
oh, okay.
Or I
Well
wanted
then,
to ask
okay,
you.
okay.
So, if everybody's ready, lined up, 2:15:49, let's fucking get on this, folks. Because we're short on time and long on idiots. Us. Ready?
Ready? You said that already,
3, 2,
by the
1,
way.
then play. What?
You said that already, by the way.
Which one?
The short on time, long on idiots.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I put that in one of my videos on my YouTube channel. I like that.
I know, I just cut that, though. I mean, I just heard that in one of the things I just cut.
Well, I'm fucking sorry that I'm working from pre-programmed bits. I only have what I wrote on my YouTube channel. That's it. If there's
I already
nothing new
heard
there,
that one
guess
today,
what?
you fucking repeating bastard.
Suck 2 dicks. How you like that? Did you hear that today?
Yeah.
It's probably the 3rd time at least during this phone call.
Uh-huh.
Now.
2:15:49. Ready?
3, 2, 1, then play, okay?
Right.
3, 2, 1, play.
Okay, I'm playing.
For a second, I didn't think mine was, but it is. I was
Okay.
going to say, after that fucking build-up,
After
Star
that big-
Wars, there we go.
Yeah, after that big build-up and then just nothing.
Do you want me to do the crawl in announcer voice for them at home?
Sure, go ahead.
Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Now I gotta wait for the crawl to catch up.
When
So
I first saw this, like in the theater when it came up, like
Turmoil has engulfed the Galactic Republic. The taxation of trade routes to outlying star systems is in dispute. That is such a short paragraph. Sorry, I won't keep doing that. You go.
Oh no. When this first came up in the theater, like I was actually like almost weeping.
I can believe it.
My eyes were watering, literally.
Dude, I haven't been a Star Wars fan
It was so
fucking nearly
ridiculous.
as long as you.
It was
But
so
when
ridiculous.
we saw Episode 7, my arms exploded with fucking goosebumps.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had never seen a Star Wars movie in theaters before Episode 7.
Yeah, and the same thing
So-
almost happened at, like, it actually happened in this movie. It almost happened at Episode 7.
Yeah. But it did. Fucking, my arms just exploded with goosebumps. It was like, oh my god, I'm actually here.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
Because I never thought in a million years I would see a Star Wars movie in theaters.
yeah.
Jesus. What the fuck was that? Oh, I guess he got boots outside.
Hmm.
Sorry, gang, this is uncut. So we start with a ship coming through and the offensive, some say offensive, Viceroy Newt Gunray.
Mm-hmm.
They're headed to negotiate with him.
Yeah, I like this ship, by the way. That red Republic ship.
Yeah.
Which is, by the way, the prototype for the Millennium Falcon. Was, well, it's not exactly, but it's very similar
No
to
shit.
the. It's no, I
Yeah,
mean it's
can
very
see some of
similar.
the shapes.
It's very similar to the, not the prototype, but the
Original.
one of the
design.
one of the concept designs for it.
You can see a lot of the shapes in it once you really look, but to me it
Yeah.
looks like a mini Star Destroyer. A bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't look.
Because, I mean, you got the 3 engines at the back. It's sort of evocative of the shape of it from the top, but thinner.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'm fucking crazy. God,
No, I would have thought like Carillion Corvette maybe,
that too.
but Star Destroyer is a little weird.
Oh, thanks.
His
Look at how young fucking Ewan McGregor is.
I know. I don't like the way his robe looks though. It's really thin, really light.
Yeah.
It doesn't look right for some reason.
Yeah, it's kind of flowy a bit, and Qui-Gon's is a bit heavier.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's supposed to be like a Padawan robe or something.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. So yeah, this always bugged me. Like, this is something that I thought people should have fucking bitched about. Not like the voices, but like
The way their mouths
way
are all
it
fucked
was-
up.
yeah, the way it's like it's the 70s where it's just like they're talking and it's like you're watching a dubbed Godzilla movie where it's just their mouths are moving real weird and it's like
Yeah.
that's not what he's saying.
Yeah.
But yeah,
This was a real like bizarre introduction to the Jedi, really. Like after all
Yeah.
these years of oh, this is going to be so awesome. It's the Jedi as they were in the old times and whatnot when they're at their height of their powers.
Yeah.
You didn't expect them to be like they're
Let's sit down
literally
and
just
have tea.
moderators. Yeah. They're literally like fix-it men. They go in and You know,
Yeah,
they're
well,
just ambassadors, literally ambassadors.
that's what they'd become after. Well, in the old canon, that's what they'd become after the Sith had been wiped out.
Yeah,
Because who the fuck are they going to fight when there's no more bad guys?
yeah.
But I don't think that's canon anymore. Or maybe it is. Who knows? They don't really touch that era anymore, the Old Republic.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
think
you
now
know-
technically they call this era the Old Republic. And it's like, huh?
Yeah. Oh,
Go ahead.
fucked him up. You know that's Ki-Adi-Mundi as the co-pilot
What,
in
the
that
dude?
ship. Yeah, the dude. That's the dude in
no,
the
I didn't know that.
Ki-Adi-Mundi makeup. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
For this movie, it's a different guy in the next movie.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can tell because it looks a little weird.
Yeah.
But yeah. Here coming up is another thing that always bugged the shit out of me, and it's like, why didn't people attack this? They were worried about stupid shit, but not this.
What?
Well, it's a
where
little
they're
ways off.
yeah.
When they
Roger,
run
Roger.
off.
Oh,
No,
they
Not
yeah.
even Roger Roger. That doesn't bother me.
No, I was just saying Roger.
Oh.
Yeah, when they take off down the hallway.
Yeah, when they use their powers in this movie specifically, it's not as bad in 2, and I think it's gone by the time 3 comes around.
Yeah.
But it just looks like they sped up the footage, so it's got almost like a Benny Hill without the music feel to it.
Yeah.
Because it's just comedic, and it's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
I
This
love the delivery of that line.
yeah, this shot here, like where they're cutting through the door,
Yeah.
there was a when I was at Vatterott was when this movie was coming out. It was my first class at Vatterott.
Yeah.
The computer next to where I was sitting, the dude had put a wallpaper on his Windows 95 computer that was that. It was
Him
Obi-Wan
cutting
and
through the door.
Qui-Gon, yeah, back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I looked at that like every day leading up to when this movie came out.
Wow. That always bugged me too. Like, there's nothing around there yet, so it's like, why the fuck couldn't Obi-Wan help him?
Cut through the
'Cause I'm
door?
sure... Yeah, because, I mean, there's a few minutes here before the destroyers show up.
Yeah. Oh, there they
So why
go
couldn't
down
he
the
help
hall.
him try to melt it? That right there.
Yeah.
It's so terrible. And then they kind of blur it at the end
Yeah.
of the hallway there. Ugh.
Yeah.
So bad. And then, like, that's early CG, but still, it's kind of... Yeah.
Oh, the hangar
Yeah, when they jump out of
when they
that
jump out of the vent. Yeah.
vent, yeah. But yeah, the fucking Roger, that shit never bugged me. I know it bugs a lot
Nah,
of
it
people.
never really bugged me either too much.
It does bug a lot of people, though, and it's like,
Now,
well, I mean...
now there is one like unforgivable. Well, there's a couple that I think are unforgivable things in this movie.
Okay.
And I'll mention them. They're
As we
really
get
the
to 'em.
only they're really the only things that bother me.
Yeah,
Oh, she's so gorgeous.
I know. I've never, like, had a thing for Asian chicks or, like, Asian design or anything, but yeah, seeing that is just like, whoa.
Mm.
Her
Her voice is a little. Yeah, her voice is a little. Her royal voice.
Yeah.
I was never like a huge fan of that tone of
After
her voice. You know.
Spoilers, at the end of the movie when she reveals herself to be the queen, there's a
Yeah.
couple takes where, like, she left it on. She's like, hello, I'm here to... And it's like, why are you doing that? You're not even
Right.
in the royal garb.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, those lip flaps is annoying as fuck.
Yeah. I wish. What they should have done is just done like in the OT and just had subtitles. Just have Ben Burt make up a language for these fucking guys and just
Yeah.
have subtitles. It would have
I mean,
solved.
yeah.
It would have avoided so many problems, and it would have been
No
cooler.
shit, yeah.
Actually, that was one thing about these movies that kind of disappointed me was that all the aliens spoke English,
Or basic.
basic, whatever. Yeah.
That dude's there.
C.O. Bibble, one of the most valuable of Phantom Menace figures that came out.
Are you bullshitting or is that true?
No, it's true.
Oh, I didn't know if it was a peg warmer or not.
Mm-mm.
I
No,
know
the
for a while.
the
Go ahead.
episode 1 figures, the mall carded, ones that came out, not like not one of the later.
Yeah,
I don't know if
like,
they ever re-released him in a different series or not, but this is fucking badass when the droid ships come down
yeah,
in that military march.
yeah. But
But yeah, a few years ago, I don't know, probably 10 years ago, I was working on trying to finish my
now look
Phantom
at these
Menace
shots. These are
collection.
straight out of the original trilogy. These fucking ships landing, like the way they go through the trees and shit.
Yeah.
And people say there's really no nods to the original trilogy in these, and it's like, what, are you fucking blind?
Right.
But anywho, like that right there, that ship is a real ship.
Yeah, that's not CG.
You look, because the droid was CG, and you could see a difference between the droid and the ship.
Right.
But this whole movie's all CG.
Yeah, it's all CG. Like, that's not CG. Those are fucking models.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not the animals, obviously, but the tanks.
Yeah. And there's a lot of shit in here that, like I said, that's what I was looking at earlier. You can clearly tell what's models and what's practical effects, and there's a lot more in this than people fucking want to admit.
Yeah.
Like, there's quite a bit of Jar Jar in here that's actual, like, a physical person with a glove.
Oh, yeah, that they didn't,
That they didn't just fucking CG over, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, what were you saying? Sorry, I cut you off to talk about the OT landing.
I don't know. I was gonna
sorry.
I was gonna say something about Jar Jar's introduction.
Oh. Excuse me. Yeah. Well, let's see. That fucking explosion there, that was obviously CG.
Yeah.
I meant the shot, not the explosion of the bike thingy.
Wait a minute.
What happened?
Right here. Unforgivable.
What, excuse me?
Excuse me. Unforgivable.
Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse me is unforgivable. That's one of the things that I cannot defend.
Yeah.
In this movie.
See, actually, I can defend it because once you get to some of the deliveries of Anakin's lines, it kind of fits. Because it's shit that George should have been like, can we get another take of that, kid?
Yeah.
Because some of Anakin's lines are about as bad as, excuse me.
Well, the delivery of that line's fine. The inclusion of it in a Star Wars movie is not fine. That's a fucking Wayne's World sketch. That's from a Wayne's World sketch. That doesn't go in Star Wars. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know Wayne's World. I think it fits
he didn't...
the Gungans and their goofy bullshit.
No, I mean, that's where I know it from. When I heard it in the theater, I was like, oh, no. No.
You're like, my childhood just got raped.
Because, I mean, at the time, it wasn't that far removed
from... Oh, motherfucker. I'm calling him back. We dropped the call. God damn it. Oh, fuck you. The fucking call has been forwarded, you stupid robo bitch. Answer the fucking phone.
Hello? You back?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right.
I'm just gonna warn you. They heard it, but there's a small tidbit of me fucking going ape shit at the voicemail thing, because your call has been forwarded. I don't even know what the fuck you were talking about now. You were mid-sentence and it went boop, and I was like, ugh!
I don't even remember. But now we're in...
Squeeze Me, I think.
Oh, yeah.
What's this, Otagunga?
Yep. And
you see Jar Jar walking in all jive?
Uh-huh. He's like, so good to be home. And everybody's like, fuck this guy.
Mm-hmm. He's walking in like, hey!
Yeah, some of this, I love the way this looks. This was so cool.
Oh, yeah, when they went back here in Clone Wars, it was like, oh!
Mm-hmm.
Like, for 1999 CG and the way he's moving, that's not bad.
No,
You
it's
know?
fucking amazing, actually.
Mm-hmm. I mean, now it looks like shit, but that's because, Maz Kanata, you know?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it looks that much different than
Well,
Maz Kanata, really.
it doesn't have the same depth of texture as she has.
Well, sure.
Because, like, right here when you've got the 5 of them sitting around Boss Nass, or whatever his fucking name is,
Mm-hmm.
he looks more cartoony and rubbery because, I don't know, he does.
Mm.
I know right now what another one of your unforgivable things is. It's his fucking jowl flaps, isn't it?
No, that's not unforgivable. That's irritating to me. But I've kind of come to accept it. But it is a little bit much for me.
Yeah, that's one of the things that sticks out to me is like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like that right there. Ugh.
Yeah,
So
it's
bad.
yeah. Oh, he throws a little mind trick at him.
Yeah, we're gonna speed you so long.
Yeah, but it doesn't work quite so great. I don't know if this was like a mind trick fail or what, but he's like, "Oh, we'll give you a fucking ship. We're gonna send you through the fucking planet core, you little bitch."
You know what I just realized while you were talking?
What?
Boss Nass kind of looks like the dad from... Do you remember that old fucking Muppet show, Dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs? Yeah.
He kind of looks like him.
Kind of does a little bit.
Wow. I loved that show when I was little.
Here's another thing kind of that irritated me was the way he says better dead here than dead in the core. It hasn't happened yet. It's coming up. But
Yeah.
it was like, why even include that? That doesn't even need to be said. It doesn't make any sense. Why the shit would he say that?
Maybe because he's like Kev and he doesn't want to get eaten.
Well, I know, but he doesn't have a choice.
Well, I mean, yeah, he does. He can either stay here and get, like, shot or shocked or flogged to death, or...
Yeah.
Because remember, he was banished.
Right. I like that he brings up life debt.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Since it's never like... It had never been canon until then, the whole life debt thing, really.
Yeah.
The Han and Chewie life debt.
Yeah. Which, speaking of Han and Chewie, I've been reading that chronologically, it was the second Star Wars zombie novel, Death Troopers.
Yeah.
Did you know they played a huge part in that?
No.
Fuck yeah, they were prisoners on this barge, this prison transport barge.
Yeah.
And they got let out, and, like, they're there when the zombies attack, and, like, I'm over halfway through the book, and they're, like, super important to the plot, and they help move shit along. And I was like, how did I not know this?
Just fucking cool with the giant shrimp fish.
Yeah. But yeah, and by the way, that second one's a lot better than the first one, Red Harvest.
Yeah.
Red Harvest was set during the Old Republic, which I said earlier, it's an era I love, but holy shit, that book is terrible.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But anyway, yeah, here they're about to get eated.
Yeah. I like how he flips out. And then there comes the big Godzilla fucking thing.
Mm-hmm. And, after Clone Wars, it's like, could that maybe be a Zillo Beast? Or a relative? Because, I mean, it doesn't have the arms of it, but that's about as big as a Zillo Beast.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not small.
But yeah, it doesn't have the spaghetti arms or the spiked tail, but it's pretty close to it.
Yeah.
God damn, look at that bottom lip.
I know. It's
Fuck,
just like with the Yoda puppet, I think they wish
what
they would have.
What are those droids back there?
CG.
Why do we never see them again?
The little
silver droids that were in the background.
The little short ones with like the one eye or whatever. They look like they look like the
pit crew droids.
Yeah, they look like the Pixar droid or something.
That too.
I don't know.
Weird. I noticed them earlier.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon knocks Jar Jar the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like how he's freaking out and he's just like, chill out. And he gives him the Vulcan nerve pinch.
Uh-huh. I was gonna say fucking Qui-Gon Spock all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Giant crocogator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot how many beasts there were in this.
Oh yeah, there's tons of new creatures and shit. Here's that big motherfucker again.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which Naboo is like a honeycomb. Its core, it doesn't actually have like a core. It's just like a honeycomb of tunnels and caves and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have like
that.
a molten core like most planets.
But it's got this lush green space, and now you know why.
Mm-hmm. It's all that water.
Fucking, I was gonna say all that core is water.
Mm-hmm.
Water.
Yep.
Like, isn't that a model too? Most of that, like enhanced with CG.
Yeah. Well,
Fuck.
some of it's a real palace, isn't it? The outside of it.
Yeah, but I think they built like a model around that, and then CG'd in that in the spot.
Yeah. Oh,
you
that's
know?
bad. That's a bad green screen. Them coming down the ramp.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier too.
Ooh.
Don't these fucking jerk-offs look like they should be in the water? The way their skin glistens.
Yeah.
Hey, look, pelicans.
Look at the pelican. Oh, pelican.
That's exactly what they are. That's like real world shit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Oh, I know what I was going to say about the dude with the beard. When the first images came out, didn't people think that was Dodonna?
I don't think so.
I thought I read that somewhere.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Maybe I made it up because I thought he was.
Maybe.
That's his dad.
Yeah, it's Dodada.
You see how the palace guards and shit, they're not Panaka. The other ones, their helmets kind of look like Vader.
Mm.
They flare out in the back, and sort of like those fuckers that worked on the Death Star, but not as big.
Yeah. Yeah, they look like...
Look at those shadows. Those don't look good either. Like, her shadow doesn't blend well with theirs.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, there's definite flaws, but the shit people picked on is like, whoa. Anywho,
Right.
Sorry, I asked you a question, then I interrupted you. Yeah, see their helmets?
Yeah, they look very much like... I don't think they look like Vader. They look a lot like the...
Well, I mean...
Like the rebel troopers and the... the Death Star gunners and the Death Star commanders.
Well, the Death Star fuckers are basically Vader's helmet, ain't they?
No.
Just without the mask?
No. No, those are the same. Those are the same helmets as the rebel troopers, the rebel blockade runner troopers. They're just black. And then the Death Star gunners.
Yeah.
That's like two of those helmets turned upside down and backwards.
No? Okay. That's weird.
Yeah.
Just
That's
you gotta
all in
read
that.
your shit.
Yeah, that was all in that
Making
costume
them?
book. Yeah.
Oh, costume. Okay. Yeah, I ain't got none of that type of shit.
Yeah.
So I'm not stupid. He just got some more research than me. And I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Right there.
I like.
Go ahead. You go ahead. I've talked enough.
No, I was gonna say I like the whole body double angle.
I was just gonna say, for people who don't know, that's Keira Knightley.
Oh right, yeah. But I do wish that. I mean, I don't know how they could have possibly done it, but that they didn't. That it wasn't so widely known that. What's her name? Natalie Portman was playing the Queen.
Yeah.
Because it's like she
Before
plays
the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that it's,
it's more of a shock because by the time you see the movie, it's like, well, no shit, it said so on that package.
Right.
They should have... People... Well, who knows, it was a different time back then, but they should have held her close to the vest like they did with Rey.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was what they wanted to happen, was something like that, but man, they fucking lay waste to these droids.
Uh-huh. They're fucking swinging for the fences.
Mm-hmm. It's fucking tight.
I always loved Qui-Gon's lightsaber before I specifically saw it up close and knew it was Qui-Gon's lightsaber. Because on the cover of one of the Darth Bane books,
yeah,
he's got Qui-Gon's lightsaber, but it's got a
right
red
here.
blade, and it's like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, right here where they show R2 with the rest of those astromechs. First time when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, that's where R2 came from.
You ding popped?
A little bit.
But yeah, I liked Qui-Gon's lightsaber because it was Darth Bane's.
It was Darth Bane's?
Yeah, on the cover of one of the Darth Bane novels, he's holding the hilt that is Qui-Gon's.
Yeah.
And it's got a red blade.
Huh.
And
but
then what?
It just looks like Qui-Gon's, right?
Yeah, it's the same design,
style.
but
Yeah,
it's
okay.
not like it passed down to Qui-Gon, no.
Yeah.
But it's the same hilt design.
Yeah. All these
And I've
poor
actually
fucking...
got that hilt with a red blade, so I've got Darth Bane's lightsaber.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's fucked up now, because it was one of those collapsible ones with the lock that has, like, no power to it.
Oh, yeah.
And a piece broke inside, and now it won't come out all the way.
Oh. That sucks.
Bitches. It does.
All those poor astromech droids getting picked off.
Except for one.
Except for one.
I wonder who it is.
Yep. He might have a more prominent role in the in the upcoming films. In the upcoming episodes.
Wow, you never can tell. This is something I wanted to talk about, because I've noticed it with Rebels and with Episode 7.
Yeah.
Like, here, they've got to... In all the George movies, I think, they've got to get, like... They've got to break Atmo to go into hyperspace. Or to use the hyperdrive.
Yeah.
But fucking Rebels, they fucking like, okay, let's launch and use the hyperdrive now, and they fucking take off. They did that from the hangar with the Falcon in Episode 7. They fucking broke through the Atmo of Starkiller. You know?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's that you have to, but I think it's extremely dangerous and unwise to do it unless you're out of the planet's gravity well.
Well, then why the fuck did they do it so much in all the other shit? And all the new shit?
I don't know, because it's novel. It's novel and surprising.
And new?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I noticed that watching this, and I was like, well, that's fucking weird.
And from a story perspective, it was more exciting to have them pick off all the droids, and R2 has to fix the hyperdrive and all that shit. Whereas in the other one, it's more
in the Disney shit though.
Yeah, but in those, it was in the context of the story. It's more exciting for the Falcon to do some death-defying.
It really is, but I think it's weird to break the George tradition like that. That's what I'm getting at, you know.
Yeah.
Like they're breaking the rules George set forth.
Well, rules are meant to be broken. Some of them.
I hold the George rules closer to, you know, more sacred.
Yeah.
I guess, is what I mean.
Now see, this exchange between Jar Jar and her.
Yeah.
I like it. This is like a really good little bit of, not necessarily character development, but it's a good little scene.
Good little interaction. Yeah, and you know, when I think of Jar Jar, I think of this scene because I always think, Mr. Jar Jar Binks!
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it just shows how young and like childlike he is. Mm-hmm. Which is the whole point of his character, is that he's a dunce.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a dunce, but like he's basically a child.
Yeah, he's like a fucking growth stunted man-child.
Well, I mean, we don't know what the aging or the maturity thing of a Gungan is, so he could be like adolescent or.
Yeah.
You don't know how old he is really.
Well, I would think not with them banishing him.
Yeah.
Because it would seem like they're like, dude, you're mature enough. Fucking straighten up and fly right or get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Could be.
Go live in the woods. And meet a Jedi.
Yeah.
Or two.
Yeah.
And then potentially destroy the galaxy, you asshole.
I like this too. The Highness commands you to take her handmaiden with you. He's like, what the fuck? Seriously?
And you can see Panaka looking at her like, bitch, you should not be doing this shit.
Uh-huh. Yeah. He's looking at her like they just had it out aboard this ship and he had to give in.
And she said, look, dickhead, I'll do what I want.
Yeah, I'm the fucking queen.
And he's like, I want to go with you, but then it'll fucking break your cover.
Right. Oh, look, there's a bantha back there. I never noticed that before.
There's one that comes walking through in a bit. That's the one I saw. I never noticed that one either, though.
Yeah.
Look at that tall fuck.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was on the cover of one of the Insiders when this came out.
Oh, was he?
Leading up to it, yeah, he was one of the.
There's Jar
like
Jar
the teaser.
Shit.
Yeah, that's another one that's borderline.
Okay, that's
unforgivable.
weird. Why is there a Quarren on Tatooine? They're a water species, for sure. Why the fuck are they walking around in the desert?
I don't know. There's one in Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi.
Was there?
Yeah.
Huh.
A squid head?
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
Squid head, right?
Okay.
The squid face dudes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had the action figure.
I'll be honest, I don't know the original trilogy as well as I know these.
Yeah.
I know that probably breaks your wee little heart and it probably makes everybody else be like, what an idiot, but too fucking bad. I like what I like. Get over yourselves.
Yeah.
See, and even fucking Qui-Gon's like, asshole, quit.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him. He's too good to take all the steps. He took them two at a time.
Yeah, this whole angel speech is pretty not good.
No. But I'll tell you what, when I saw Thor the first time, when she gets out of the truck and she leans over Thor, I thought it would have been hilarious if it had been like,
yeah, are you an angel?
Are you an angel? I thought that from the first time I saw it. That would have been so fucking funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have no ill feelings toward this kid. I think, given the age, you're not going to get much better than this, because most kids aren't great actors.
No. He took so much shit for this, dude.
He did.
It was like so unfair.
He did, yeah.
I mean,
and
some of these
think it's
lines
because
is like,
of some of the
how do you expect?
deliveries.
Yeah, like how do you expect a fucking 8-year-old to
Fucking
deliver
A.
some of these lines?
Yeah. Yeah,
Here, Jar Jar's gonna get kicked in the dick in a minute here. Watch. Boom. You never noticed that before, did you?
No, you see his hips kind of kick back like, ow. But he got over it quick. No, I never noticed that. That's good. But yeah, that kid got so much shit, and it's like, what the fuck do you expect from a little fucking... He's barely out of diapers. God damn.
Right. Whenever I see this scene where I like the mind trick doesn't work on Watto.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking funny. But whenever I see this, I always remember the behind the scenes stuff that you saw, or I saw before this movie came out, of this scene of him walking with the actor that does his voice, the little short fat dude.
Okay.
That was he was in The Mummy. He was
oh,
who he was.
It's that fucking dude?
Yeah.
The dude who's always after money and shit?
Yep. Yeah. That's the dude that
Whoa,
does
I
his
never
voice.
knew that.
Yeah. So he was actually on set, and he had like a little silver hat on, like a little.
Yeah.
Like he was in costume, like a weird little costume. And then they put Watto over, they replaced him or whatever. But he was on there acting with the actors on set.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now that you say it, it's fucking obvious.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool, because that dude was awesome in The Mummy. The Mummy's an awesome movie. But yeah, now that you say it, it's like, well, no shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love that fucking Naboo cruiser too. All the Naboo ships are fucking bad looking.
Well, I mean, all of Naboo's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah. But I mean, their ships, I like the Art Deco, like the sleek fucking Rolls Royce Phantom type, body lines and shit.
Oh, sexy as shit, baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Touch it just a little bit, baby.
I always thought this was funny too when he fucking tries to steal that frog off the thing.
Yeah, that monster, that dude that owns the stand, I always thought he was fucked up looking and cool.
Yeah.
Now pay attention here, folks, because there's going to be an awesome bit that...
A little Easter egg cameo.
Yeah, that you told me about. You see him right there for a second.
Yeah.
For a couple frames.
Yeah.
And his face is hidden by the pole there, but there he was.
Yeah.
It's Quinlan Voss, star of
Dark Disciple.
You beat me to it. Star Wars Dark Disciple by Christy Golden, the first book in the Nerd Blitz book club.
Yep.
Which by the time this comes out will be dangerously close to his end. Oh,
you know the guy that did Sebulba's voice? That's not altered. That's like he's actually doing that voice.
Oh, he's doing that.
Yeah. That's not, there's no pitch lowering or anything on it. That's really what he's actually able to do that voice like that.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the dude back there with the yellow stripe on his face that I thought you were saying was Quinlan Voss. I was like, I don't think that looks like him. And then when I saw the one up front, and I was like, oh, him, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I remember losing my shit when you told me that.
Yep.
That was cool.
I like this part too, where he sees his lightsaber. He's like, oh shit.
Uh-huh. This lady, I thought that was so weird, because she's like real fucking British sounding. All of a sudden, you better get on there, Annie.
Yeah, she's straight out of like a Dickens movie.
Uh-huh. Little street urchin and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I love Qui-Gon's lightsaber. It's such a cool design.
Mm-hmm.
Right there when Jar Jar was walking through the door, he kind of has the problem that I have with like the run animation on Rebels, because you could see his feet moving on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
As he was coming in. You can really see... Whoa! You see that figure right inside Anakin's door there?
Yeah.
Wait, maybe they'll cut back. You see it
see
right
it.
there?
Yeah.
That almost looks like Maz, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of did a little bit.
But, what was I saying before I saw that? People are going to think I've got, like, a head injury or something, because I forget shit too quick.
That's a fucking dog toy.
What is?
The thing hanging up, there's one thing that almost looks like a...
Maz?
Like a lacrosse thing hanging up on the wall in the back. And next to it, on the opposite side, it was like a dog toy with one of those handles where you hold on to it and the dog pulls the other end of the handle.
Huh.
But it was painted silver.
Yeah, just like the lacrosse thingy. That was painted silver too.
My parts are showing.
Was
I think
that?
I think that's a Carrie Fisher line.
Oh, parts are showing?
Yeah, I think that came out like right after she died. Like they were talking about the stuff that she had script doctored and stuff.
Yeah.
And that like that was one of the jokes that she put in this.
There's your lady's razor, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, I knew that she'd written some shit for episode 3, but I didn't know that she was involved with 1 and 2 also.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly
here's
what
our first
she wrote.
look at Coruscant.
Well, technically our second look.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right.
Special edition, son.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's our first good look.
Yeah, and this movie is the first time you actually hear him say Coruscant.
Yeah.
Like I always thought it was Coruscant, or like the
Yeah.
C was not silent, you know.
Yeah.
So when I heard it the first time, I was like, "Ooh, that sounds weird."
Yeah. I mean, I know a few people who still say Coruscant.
Well, I mean, once they
I
say
don't
it,
blame 'em.
yeah, but I mean, once they say it in the movie, you got to like adapt.
Well, I mean, if it's in your head for so long, it's hard, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Because, like, there was some shit in the Potter movies that it's like, oh, that's how you pronounce it?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember anything offhand, but yeah, there was a lot of shit in there that I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll try to remember that.
Yeah. I think it's cool when they're talking about pod racing and stuff. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh. And he catches his tongue.
Yeah, I always love that. Don't do that again. And right there you can see like the Liam Neeson from Taken where it's like, you do it again and I'm gonna kill you.
Uh-huh.
I almost slipped into Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Or my Harrison Ford, but yeah.
I always like this too, where he's like, you're a Jedi, right? I saw your lightsaber. He's like, well, maybe I killed a Jedi. I took it from him. And he's like, nah, nobody can kill a Jedi. I was like,
I wish that were
kid.
so.
Wow. Some sad foreshadowing.
Yeah. Lots and lots of foreshadowing of lots and lots of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think at the pod race, there's another line of Lloyd's that it's like, George should have done another... Or no, it's towards the end. Never mind. Forget I said that.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a couple more lines of his that it's like, come on, George, you should have protected the kid and been like,
Yeah.
hey, buddy, can you do another one?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, George Lucas is an awesome visionary and storyteller, but he is not the greatest director of human beings.
No. Well, I mean, that's why a lot of the CG characters seem more alive.
Yeah.
Because I think he's got like some kind of social anxiety where he just can't connect with humans. You know?
It could be. Like, I mean, he did great with like American Graffiti, and even the first Star Wars movie, did really good job there. I mean, some of it's a little bit off, but not too bad. But then, yeah,
Well,
it was like...
It could be that taking all that time off, because he was real isolated in that time, you know? It was just like him and his kids, basically.
Yeah, that's true.
It could
That's
have
true.
snapped the shit that was like, here's how you interact with humans.
Yeah, that could be.
Which, I mean, I'm sure I'd be much worse if we didn't do this.
Yeah, and I mean, it could be that it could be too, like, by that point, he's more... Oh, sorry. Damn, and I can't cut that either.
No, you can't.
It could be by this point, he's more into the technology
Well, he
than
definitely
he is the acting. Like the he's into the filmmaking part of it, but not necessarily the
Yeah.
performances, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
So he's like, that's why I think a lot of it's like, yeah, this is good enough.
He
It's
was
good enough to
more
get the point
into, like,
across.
I've had this story in my... That's the band I was talking about.
Oh yeah, I never noticed that one before either.
He was more into, though, like, I've had these stories in my head for so long, I just want to get them out as best I can. I'm not going to fucking piss away
Natalie's nipples.
hours. What? I heard nipples.
Yeah, you could see Natalie's nipples poking through a little bit in that shirt.
Nice.
Just so you're saying, just so you know.
You said nipples and threw me off track completely.
Yeah, sorry. I like her delivery
Nipples.
of that. Well, I don't approve.
Yeah.
I always like that, and she sits down in a huff.
Yeah.
And her
what
her
I
brows
was
all
saying-
furrowed, like if I could just tell you who I really am,
Yeah.
I put
Like,
you in
you
your
wouldn't
place.
be fucking telling me to shut up like I was some stupid handmaiden
Yeah.
if you knew I ruled that planet.
It's like, oh, I so want to put you in your place, asshole.
Yeah, he does that a lot too.
You
Where
arrogant
it's just like,
Jedi.
oh yeah, the queen can kiss my ass.
Right.
But
Yeah, we're going to Tatooine, bitch.
and I'm going with you. No, you're not. Well, the queen wants it. Fuck the queen. She ain't here.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, I'm gonna remember that for later, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Just you wait. But what I was saying was, I think George, he just had the stories in his head for so long that he's just like, I've got to get these out. I ain't fucking pissing away a bunch of time trying to figure out how to do it perfectly. I just got to get this shit out of my head.
Right.
Because even though, like, he changed a lot of shit on the fly, the basic fucking theme of this trilogy, I'm sure he had laid out. You know?
Yeah, I think so.
So he was just trying to pull it all together and get it done.
Yeah.
Son.
I think it's cool too. You see like a herd of like
Dewbacks.
wild dewbacks. Yeah, just
Yeah.
hanging out in the desert.
Yeah. Look at him all hero, fucking Captain Morgan with his his fucking leg up.
Mm-hmm. His dick hanging out from beneath his cloak.
And you can see Anakin's mom's just like, ooh, if only I could unhinge my jaw.
Oh, Jesus.
That tickled me. I know what I was going to say earlier. Is that Anthony Daniels doing the puppet work on 3PO?
No, I don't think so. It's an actual puppeteer.
Okay.
I mean, like a trained puppeteer.
Okay, because I thought they put him in a green suit and strapped the
No, I don't think so.
suit to the front of him. It was like, act like that guy from the other movies.
No, I don't think so.
Oh. Well, fuck. I just don't know anything, do I?
Well, I mean, I could be wrong. I'm just saying. I don't think it was him.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted this to be Greedo so bad.
Isn't it?
No.
Are you sure? Because I think at one point in the subtitles it says it's Greedo.
No, it's not. His name's Wald.
Oh.
But in the novel, and I think in the screenplay even, or one of the drafts of the screenplay, there's
Yeah.
Katie Lucas.
Oh, is that who that was?
Mm-hmm. That's George Lucas's kid.
Yeah. There's that fucking thing I hate. That fucking...
Oh, that laugh. Oh, I know. I hate that.
God damn. And they used to use that all the fucking time.
Oh, I
and
know.
Shit. And, oh, it makes my skin crawl. Ugh. Sorry, go ahead.
What was I gonna say?
Sorry.
Oh no. At one point in the script, and I think definitely in the novel, the novelization,
See,
in a
right there,
different
that's
scene.
a practical hand sleeve for Jar Jar.
Yeah.
But anywho, in the novelization.
In another scene, Anakin like is running or something and bumps into.
He has a little face-to-face with Greedo.
Yeah. And it actually is little Greedo, and he said
It is, yeah.
something. He tells him something about, you need to stop being such a dick, or somebody's gonna take you out, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
alluding
remember
to
that.
you better watch your step, or somebody's gonna end up killing you one of these days.
Better zip your lip, or I'm gonna break your hip, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that. But I swear to God, at some point in here, the subtitles Ugh, excuse me. There's fucking disgusting belch you can't cut out. At some point in here, the subtitles say that is Greedo.
Really?
I think so. I could
Yeah,
be making that up too. Who knows?
Yeah, it's definitely not Greedo.
His ears are wrong to be Greedo. Because they're like
His
real...
ears are wrong?
Yeah, they're like real pointy and elfy here, and they stick out way far. If you watch.
Well, so does Greedo's, I think.
Yeah, but these are almost... They look real thin and almost bat-like.
Yeah, that's because he hasn't grown into his ears yet.
Okay.
He's still Warwick Davis sized.
Was that Warwick Davis, or do you know?
Yeah, no, it's
Was
Warwick
it?
Davis.
I thought it was, by the walk.
Yeah.
That scene between Qui-Gon and Anakin I liked, where Anakin's looking at the stars and
Yeah, he wants to go see them all.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice scene.
Yep. And here's the infamous midichlorian count.
Which, when he explained... Yeah, that is a lady's razor. You could see it bad there.
I told you.
Yeah, because I remember my mom had one of those.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first time I've ever, like, really noticed it.
Yeah.
But, anywho, when he explains it later, he basically says what Yoda says, he just gives it a name.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what the big stink about that was.
Oh, here's something. The Sith infiltrator.
Yeah.
This Maul's ship.
Yeah.
Here's something. I don't know if it's in, because you just got the issue 4 of that Son of Dathomir.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if it's in that or not, in that issue or one of the earlier issues. The Sith infiltrator is in that.
I think it was in that old Maul book I had.
Yeah, but it's not Maul flying it.
Okay.
It's not Maul in it, I should say.
Who is it?
Sidious.
Oh shit. Yeah,
so this is like he borrowed Daddy's car.
Uh-huh. And that almost looks like a TIE fighter. Just with the point at the front. Like one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Like here, a lot of those robots and shit don't look right.
Yeah. I saw Ben Quadraneros was in the foreground there for a second.
Oh yeah. Hey, look.
Yeah, in the lower left corner.
There's a gold R2. Or black and gold. Oh, baby, a Twi'lek. Sorry,
I like how Qui-Gon totally fucks this dude.
Yeah.
Fucks him hardcore and plays him.
2 Twi'leks.
Yeah, it's the twins.
I know it is.
Yeah.
You see them poking through, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It's so nasty. It's so nasty when Sebulba like sucks his finger.
Did I miss that?
You see when he goes and he puts his finger in his mouth and goes like that, like it's so gross.
Yeah, I missed it, thankfully. So, take me back. We've covered this in a typecast or two. Take me back to your first time seeing this. We know you were almost weepy at the crawl.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple other spots, you got a ding-ding tingle.
Yeah.
But what's going through your mind, like, at this point? Where it's like, oh, we're actually going to see a fucking race.
I don't know. Like, I had seen a bunch of pod race footage already, like that. Yeah, because the video for Duel of the Fates.
Okay.
There's a lot of the like behind the scenes making of stuff. Like that whole video is like half making of and half footage from the film and stuff. So
okay,
there was a lot of stuff from the pod race in that. So I'd seen a bunch of that already. So yeah, I was excited to see how this was gonna go.
Okay.
I mean, it was so. I mean, up to this point, it was so far I didn't know any of this was gonna, like how any of this story was gonna go. Really.
Yeah, it was just chunks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this too. wait, you've never won?
I like the way he says, finish the race, of course. He looks at her like, retard. He's never won. He's never even finished.
And she's like, well, wait, you've never even finished the race?
And she's looking at him like, I'm the retard.
Oh, she's like, we are so fucked.
Hey, look, a droid. I bet that's going to be important. That dude always, I thought was weird with in the red with the like white skull painted on his face.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it was painted on his face. I think his face was a skull.
Okay, well, you can see the black and then it's like white painted on. That was always weird to me.
Yeah.
Hey, here's Greg Proops or Proops.
Yeah, this always bothered me too. I never really I'm not a big Greg Proops fan. And to hear his like kind of annoying announcer voice.
Yeah, like, well, gang, here we go. Today, the big race.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a poor decision.
These fuckers from, what is it, Malice there, you'll see in a minute.
Yeah.
They've got
the
a critter.
Rees.
What?
The Rees.
Whatever the fuck they are.
Rees, yeah. The three-eyed goat.
Yeah, they've got critters
things
that look like those in the Han Solo movie, but I think they got like 4 or 6 eyes.
Yeah, I saw that.
I thought that was so weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's a weird-looking critter.
Yeah, I know. I think he was added later in special. I think he was special editionized because not all of these racers appeared in the theatrical cut.
Huh. I know they cut out a bunch, and they're in the deleted scenes on the bonus disc here.
Well, that might be what it is then.
But I didn't know they'd added more in.
Well, it could just be that the deleted ones were put back in.
It's possible, but there was a lot of deleted footage here.
Yeah.
And it's like, motherfucker, did it need to be longer?
Well, they made the race longer.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
For the Blu-ray?
This right here. This is another unforgivable.
Perusa!
The fucking farting whatever the fuck that thing is.
EOP, I think. Isn't it?
EOP, yeah. No, you're right. But it's like, really? Come on, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
like,
that was...
I like a good fart joke as much as anybody else.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't fit there.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost as bad as him stepping in shit and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, that was pretty bad too.
Hang on a second.
I like his.
Ma talking to the dogs. Oh, Christ.
Oh. I like his little laugh when he breaks that piece off of his engine and he walks away.
Yeah.
Such a like oil can Harry.
That's a weird
mustache twisting
by him.
Yeah, that was some ADR too. They ADR'd that.
Yeah. I'm still surprised that after he became a huge star with Taken and shit, that they got him to come back for Clone Wars.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he liked doing this movie. I think he liked that character.
I know he did because he recorded lines for episode 3, but George ended up cutting them.
They ended up cutting him. That's a weird Bib Fortuna. He does not look right.
Yeah, that's Matt Wood.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it Matt? It's Matt Wood.
Yeah. That chick with weird. The red
with the spiky hair. That was another one of George Lucas's kids.
Oh, was it?
I believe so.
I always thought that was weird looking because she's got like a leopard print down her neck and her arm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, almost like fuck, what are they called? There's aliens in Star Trek that were kind of like that.
Oh,
not exactly like that,
I have
but
no clue. I don't know Trek.
Yeah.
But I mean, she looked like fucking Heat Miser decided to split his hair that day.
He did. Skinny Heat Miser. These pod racers are so fucking badass.
I know.
I don't understand why people complain about this race. Like it's too long or it's boring or.
Well, I don't think it's boring, but I think you could have cut a little bit of time out of it. But I don't complain. I'm not complaining about it because I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, just the sound design
Fuck yeah.
alone and all the moving pieces in this race is fucking cool as shit.
And when you consider, like, the achievement of the special effects,
yeah,
it's like, holy shit, man.
And they throw in like Tusken Raider jokes and like, oh, there's
Warwick.
Warwick Davis, yeah.
Yeah. Is that supposed to be Gardula the Hutt back there?
I think so.
Okay. The Tusken Raiders, that's supposed to be a joke?
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be humorous.
Because I forget who it was, but somebody on RFR, it might have been Kyle Newman, was like, this takes the balls away from the Tusken Raiders. And it's like, how?
How does it how? Why?
Because it makes them a joke.
That makes them... No, they're not supposed to be a joke. It's supposed to be humorous.
No, he actually... Somebody, I'm not going to say it's him because I don't know. But somebody says it makes them a joke. And it's like, how? How does it make them a joke that they're fucking up there sniping people that are driving like fucking 200 miles an hour?
No shit.
That makes them more dangerous to me than just a fucker waving a stick on.
Yeah, I don't think it makes them less intimidating. To me, it made them more badass. It was like, oh my god, this is so like all these people. Their fun time is to race these pod racers around the desert. Mm-hmm. The Tusken Raiders' pastime is to sit on a hill and shoot at them when they go by.
Yeah.
It's our thing.
Uh-huh. God damn, her ass was eating her pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hungry ass.
Fucking A. And she's not a fucking big broad, but her ass was hungry. Yeah, you see all these. I
love the sound of Sebulba's pod racer. Just that.
Yeah. I love the designs of all of them.
Yeah.
How they're all fucking different.
Yeah.
But all believably pod racers.
Yeah.
But yeah, that.
Ooh.
I loved how they took shit from the Southwest and just dropped it in.
Yep, here they come. Here it comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all up there. It's like a bunch of hillbillies.
Yeah. But I never got the humorous intent of that or anything. I was like, that's fucked up. These assholes are going 200 miles an hour and they're just like, dead, motherfucker.
No, I got the humorous intent of it because the Sand people think it's funny. The Tusken Raiders think it's funny. Like that's funny to them is that they're just up there taking pot shots at these things as they go by.
Yeah, but
and then to cut back to them, and they're like doing their victory.
Yeah, fucking.
Because they shot one of them.
Mm-hmm. This right here, I thought was kind of funny.
Mm-hmm. They sucked his pit droid through the, and then Jabba, he's bored. He just flicks one of them things off the.
Yeah, George loves him a fucking droid joke.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, this, I never thought it was boring. I mean, like I said, it was a wee bit long, but it's exciting enough. And I'm not a fucking fan of racing either, you know?
No, me neither. But I mean, there's shit blowing up, and there's people crashing, and shit falling off of shit.
And it's not going left for fucking 3 hours.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing that gets me about racing. It's like, oh, a stunning turn of events. They're going left. You know?
Yeah.
I've got a model of Anakin's pod racer.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I've never put it together, though. I've got a bunch of Episode 1 shit over here.
Yeah?
Yeah, because when it came out, like, I wasn't into Star Wars, but we went to this flea market down in Peevely, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude was fucking basically giving the shit away.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I mean, that Episode 1 merch, dude, they fucking went crazy.
They flooded it, huh?
Yeah. On that. But I remember going to Toys R Us after I saw this the first day I saw it. I went to Toys R Us like after,
Practical Alien.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Looked like shit, but he was practical.
Yeah. Quite often practical does look like shit.
Yeah. Like how he's like spinning out of control and he has to use that magnet thing to get his
bearings.
See, like this is something that was put back into the cut. This wasn't in the theater. This part where he's like spinning around and shit.
Yeah.
Where he lost his coupling.
It was always on DVD, I know that. Or at least the DVD I had.
Yeah, I don't think this was in the original theatrical cut.
Yeah, that I don't know, but it's a lot of the shit was always in the movie every time I've seen it.
Yeah.
Really, the only change to this movie is the CG Yoda.
Yeah, which looks so much better.
It does, but Frank Oz's voice is a little weird, I think, in this movie. I think it's so much
like
better in the other ones.
Yeah, like he looks better now, but his voice is still a little off.
Yeah, it's off, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good wreck.
Yeah, where the thing just goes spinning off like a coin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But anyway, I went to Toys R Us after I saw this the first time.
Yeah.
And just like the boner I got seeing new Star Wars movie figures.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we'd had Star Wars figures on the shelf for a while by this point, for 3 or 4 years or whatever. But still seeing like the new packaging and the new characters that I didn't know who half of them were.
Yeah.
And fucking lightsabers and all the shit they had out.
Mm-hmm.
But
that right there, the way he fucking his little face.
Yeah.
That's kind of annoying too.
Yeah. This is
but
fucked
I mean,
up
again, it's a kid.
Right. This is fucked up when he goes flying up the ramp.
Yeah.
This always gave me like a little like vertigo or something in the theaters when I saw it. When it goes up and like pans around like that and then goes back down.
Yeah.
It almost gave me that like drop in the pit of your stomach.
Yeah, like you fucking went up
feeling.
the hill and down real quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, I'll tell you. I've got a Trade Federation droid fighter that's like remote controlled.
Oh yeah.
I've got a Naboo starfighter. I've got one of the droid tanks, and I've got Anakin's pod racer. All right here.
Sweet.
All of them are models except for the droid fighter.
Yeah. But yeah, that was where I was going with the Toys R Us was they flooded the market with all that shit. But that's like if one of these days I'm gonna have to pare down my figures probably.
Yeah.
And the episode 1 figures will be the ones I definitely keep at all costs.
Yeah.
Because I just like them.
Do you have a lot of figures and shit?
Yeah.
'Cause
I do actually.
There was only a few that I'd ever seen that I wanted. Like, they did a Darth Bane figure. I wanted that, obviously.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that one.
There was a Maul I think they did a 3-set. It was Maul, Bane, and Sidious, maybe? Or maybe it was Vader. I don't know, but I always wanted that set.
I don't remember.
And then
that
I always
one.
wanted a Ahsoka figure, too.
Yeah.
And, Obi-Wan. Episode 3 or Clone Wars Obi-Wan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't really have too many of the Clone Wars figures.
Yeah.
My collecting days kind of ended with episode 3 was the last time I was really like into the figures. And nowadays they're so expensive. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was.
And they look like shit. Most of them look like shit. Like the Black Series, like the Black Series, the 6-inch ones look pretty cool.
Yeah.
But even the 3 3/4 Black Series looks like shit to me.
I was at a comic shop yesterday.
Yeah.
And they had Batman the Animated Series figures. They
had
a Joker.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
I know. They had
those
a
are
Joker
fucking tight.
and a Harley Quinn. And it was like, oh my god, that is awesome. I think Joker came with hyenas.
Oh, really?
And I was like, oh my god, that... Again, it was something like...
Oh, he's going to crash. Hold on, he's going to crash. Wow.
Wow, wow. Boom.
What a spectacular wreck.
Mm-hmm. But, I saw the Joker and the Harley, and my arms fucking exploded with goosebumps off that. And it's like, I always wanted one of those, man.
Mm-hmm.
A Joker
Yeah,
and a Harley set.
Yeah, what were they, like
So,
$30?
I was gonna say, I got up, looked at the price. It was $32 for Joker, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck you!
Yeah.
I don't want it that bad."
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, the last time I looked, I really hardcore looked at figures was like 10 years ago, and when they were like $7 for a 6-inch figure, I was like, "Holy shit!"
Mm-hmm.
I've looked a few times recently, and they're like 10 or more, and it's like, y'all are crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, the 6-inch Black Series is like $20.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts, dude.
And it's like, I understand they're high quality, but it's like 15 years ago they were 10. Something that high quality would be like $8 to $10.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
Dude, like Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi's figures.
Yeah.
$1.99.
Oh yeah.
$2.99
I mean, look at comic
tops.
prices.
Yeah.
That's a good indicator there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Fucking comics 20 years ago or so were $1.50. They've doubled in 20 years.
Yeah.
And the jump in the 20 years before that's even crazier.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it's like $2.99 or $1.99 or whatever for those. And nowadays are worth like $600, $700 if you're still in the package.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, these are like $10 or $20, and then they'll never be worth anything.
Mm-hmm. Because there was so fucking many of them, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here they're fucking loading up, getting ready to leave, and you can tell that's a wig on you in there.
Yeah, that's a bad shot.
I wonder if that's a reshoot or something.
It's a reshoot.
Yeah.
That shot, and then the one later where he says he shouldn't have disagreed with him about Anakin or whatever.
Yeah.
That's also a really bad shot.
That dude there, he's walking out of frame, not the spiky face dude. He looks like he's from Lord of the Rings or something. With that hat.
Yeah.
That was fucking weird looking. Oh, that's cool, that magnifying glass thing she has.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder what it is that she does for work. Look at all those hinges and stuff.
Yeah, she's got hinges and all kinds of clips and weird shit like that.
Yeah, like I wonder what her job is.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if she does like weird crafty shit, or she makes parts or something for...
Maybe she assembles stuff.
Watto. Yeah.
Or cleans parts or something.
Yeah. Hell, if she wouldn't have got... Spoilers, she wouldn't have got dead in the next one. She could have been that old broad that Rey looked at.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That could have been what she was all about.
Yeah.
I thought this was kind of fucked up. Like, Anakin's like, "Can I go, Mom?" And she's like, "Honey, the choice is yours." And it's like, he can barely locate his own asshole.
Right. Well, she wants him to go.
Oh, I know she does, but fucking tell him, like, "Baby, you're gonna have such a better life if you go, so please go." But she's like, "Nope, your problem. Figure it out, asshole."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, Mother of the Year over here. Fuck.
Well, I guess when you have a magic baby.
Yeah, that was the other thing that always bugged me.
Yeah, that kind of bugged me
We
too.
didn't talk about that. Because, the fucking Jesus overtones there are strong.
Yeah. Yeah, except later on you find out it's not as much like that as you think. But yeah,
How so?
When I first saw it, well, because it's not really like, I mean, where he came from. It's not like some magical, unknown birth or whatever.
Well, I mean, it is basically a virgin birth.
Well, yeah. Yeah, but it wasn't like God didn't do it.
No, the fucking godlike midichlorians did.
Yeah, or did Sidious do it? I always took it that Sidious did it.
That's always been a theory, but nobody has ever confirmed that.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it would make sense, but it's like, that's taking a hell of a chance, dude.
Yeah.
Hoping that, 1, the fucking baby comes out of her, 2, that he's as powerful as he wants, and 3, that he actually gets found somehow.
Yeah.
I'm getting distracted by that statue every time they show it. It does look like Maz.
It does, really.
And there's
It's
a BB-8
weird.
sort of precursor.
Like a BB-8 vacuum cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
With a head.
But yeah, that Maz-looking thing is so distracting.
Yeah.
I always love the designs of these houses. I mean, they're fucking retarded as hell, but...
Yeah, I like the weird steps going up to the second level.
So uneven and shit.
Mm-hmm. That's
like,
still...
these crying... What?
Huh?
What were you
These
going to
what?
say?
No, what were you saying?
I was going to say, these crying... They maybe should have done another shot at these because it comes
take another
off
pass.
a little stiff.
Yeah.
He's like, but Mom! He sounds more mopey than sad.
Yeah.
Like right there, because he's kind of trying to hold his face still.
Yeah.
But again, that's the type of shit you get from a fucking little kid.
Right.
Did you ever see his audition tape?
No.
I think it's on the bonus features of this, or I saw it somewhere where like he's even younger and they throw him up in a chair and he's just kind of kicking his legs there and shit. You can see why from the audition tape why George picked him.
Yeah. And then it just didn't happen. Well, because he had just come off of like that movie with Marissa Tomei. No, not that one. That was after. Was it after? Was Jingle All the Way?
No,
after
I think it was before. I think that was 97 or 98.
Well, but he had done some movie with Marissa Tomei, I think, where she was his mom, and it was like a really like critically acclaimed performance by him.
Okay.
But
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I just know like a year or two before this he was in Jingle All the Way.
Yeah. Here we get our first little lightsaber taste.
Yeah, and didn't you find something once where they explained why they have such a dust up here?
Did I?
Yeah, I remember you sending me some kind of article where they explain like exactly why when they're fighting there's so much dust and shit and it's so unclear what the fuck's going on. Well, it's not unclear, but it's kind of hard to see it in a way.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what it was now.
Was it Qui-Gon throwing dust up in the air to make it harder to see or something?
I don't remember now. That's why I asked you. I was hoping you would.
Yeah, it sounds...
See, this would have made more sense if they would have actually had the battle on the ramp. Because he walks up the ramp. Yeah, he walks up the ramp, and then he flops in like, oh my god, but he walks up fine.
Right.
But anywho, sorry, I cut you off there. What were you saying about the fight?
I remember being like, that's it? Because it was so short.
Yeah. Well, they were just rubbing your balls. They're not going to pull your dick till later.
Yeah. I always dug this fucking throne with the feet.
The spider legs, yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's cool later when you see the hollow...
Oh, the projectors on the feet, yeah.
Yeah, the hollow projector of Sidious, and like you see him, he's just standing still and the thing's kind of rocking back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, that's so badass. That scene where Obi-Wan and Anakin meet the first time, that's kind of shitty too, because Anakin's like overly enthusiastic. He's like, nice to meet you!
Right.
That's another one that's like, come on, George, do another take, dude.
Yeah. Oh, you dumb bitch. You just... You weren't supposed to fucking... you weren't supposed to respond.
The way that came off so quick. Oh, you dumb bitch. Oh, she's so cute.
Those are practical Jar Jar feet.
And legs.
Yeah.
It's practical up to about the knees, and then they
and
CG'd it.
I think it's Ahmed. I think he's actually in a suit.
Yeah. They had him in a suit with the gloves on, and
Yeah.
then little balls on his head. That right there, that's a pickup.
What?
You'll see it in a second. Anakin's shot here, because if you look at the side of his head and shit, it's real fucking blurry. The background is. Like, this was part of it.
Yeah.
The Junpar snippet or whatever it is.
The Japor snippet, yeah.
Okay, I was close. Like right there, you see how fuzzy it is there?
Yeah.
That was part of another scene, and I forget what it was.
Oh, really? So they pulled him out and put him in that background?
Uh-huh. They just slapped him there, green screened it together, and it's like, good enough.
I never noticed that.
Can you see his hair?
Yeah,
there,
I see
right
it.
by his
Yeah,
ear?
I see it. Yeah, I see it.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely see it.
Yeah, I forget where that came from exactly, but yeah, that was part of another scene of him and her. And they just cut it and slapped it in there.
Yeah.
If I remember right. It could, like I said, it could have been a pickup, but his hair doesn't look weird like it does in some of the other pickup shots. I like this shit where the dude's teaching him how to fly or showing him all the instruments and whatnot.
Yeah.
And the dude's like, well, you pick up real quick. And it's like, well, I mean,
shit.
not really. It's not like he's doesn't know shit.
Well, yeah, plus it's like these Naboo ships, they all only have one button.
I mean, basically, but
Yeah, I remember
there's a
seeing
bit more to it.
I
than
remember
that.
seeing these the Chancellor's
Purple
guards.
guards.
Yeah. And the first time I saw it and going, oh, I know what that's gonna be.
I remember seeing this and it's like, oh shit, that's fucking Zod. And then later
Zod.
he was the voice of Jor-El on Smallville.
Yeah. I always know him as Mr. Tunstall from Young Guns.
Oh, okay.
John Tunstall. Tunstall? Yeah.
In the EU, he was a big player, Valorum.
Valorum, yeah.
Yeah, he was basically like what Dooku was. He came from like this super fucking rich family.
Yeah.
And they owned like this mining empire or something.
Really?
Yeah. And I remember, I think it was in one of those Clone Wars novels by Karen Travis or whatever, where Obi-Wan had to investigate something with his family. But yeah, he was big shit in the EU.
Big pimpin'.
When you, now thanks to all of the developments from the Clone Wars, you look at this planet so much differently.
Oh, yeah.
Knowing the layers of it and shit.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was in the EU too, but when they actually showed it to you in Clone Wars, it's like, whoa. He doesn't, at this point, doesn't have much of a different voice between Palpatine and Sidious.
No, he's not. His Sidious voice isn't quite over the edge yet.
Yeah. I mean, when he's Sidious, he just gets a little bit more sinister, but
yeah,
it's basically the same sort of...
I like how...
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, and, I mean, we can talk about it later, too, but I like how they kind of play this game of, oh, we don't know who this is. We don't know who this Dark Lord is.
Yeah.
You know, meanwhile, anybody with half a fucking brain is like, knows exactly who it is. You know? Not to mention the fact that you see the bottom half of his face. It couldn't be more...
Well, I mean, more than the bottom half. I mean, you almost see from his eyebrows down.
Yeah.
In a couple of the shots.
Right.
But, I mean, they don't really see the Sith Lord. You know? That's why to us, it's like, it's fucking him! How can't you tell?
Oh, I know. I mean in the... Yeah. No, I mean in the movie itself. Like, at the end where it's like...
in universe.
Yeah. But, I mean, no, I mean in the... From a filmmaking perspective, too,
Oh, you think he should have hit it a little more?
Well, no, I
George
think
should have
no,
hit
I
it a
think
little better?
no, I think they think they're hiding it, or he thinks he's hiding it, or something.
that's
But
what
it's
I
like,
mean.
why are you bothering? Everybody knows.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah. He
Their
should have
CG.
hit it a little better.
Yeah, there's CG Yoda looking all way better. And fucking Yaddle,
I was gonna say, you see Yaddle over there?
Yeah, and Evan Peele's
With
over there.
fucking Elvis Quaff.
Mm-hmm.
That dude with the long neck always weirded me out.
Mm-hmm.
The way he's just kind of rocking his head back and forth.
Yarrell
You know?
Poof. Yeah.
You see him? He's just rocking his head back and forth, listening.
Yeah.
There's a shot coming. That's I think that was Depa.
Oh, Depa Balobo?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Kanan's, right?
Kanan's master, and in the EU, she was Mace's Padawan.
Oh, okay.
Because in that Shatterpoint novel that I hated, he went to find her, and she ended up getting dead in that.
Mm.
You want proof that Mace is a dick? Not just that, like, fucking bring him here, then I guess, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But watch later on the way he kind of reacts. Somebody's talking to him, and he's just kicked back to the side with his arm up, like, you motherfuckers are wasting my time.
Oh, yeah, and his legs are crossed, and yeah, he's like...
And it's like, what a prick.
Mm-hmm.
That there's a fucking statement.
What?
I said that there is a fucking statement.
Mm-hmm.
That is so over the top.
Oh, the bow.
Headdress.
Oh, the headdress, yeah. Yeah, that's the one headdress in this whole thing that I'm like, ugh, that's a little much.
Mm-hmm. Because it looks like she's got fucking Chinese lanterns hanging from her head. Like that dress that was on Naboo earlier where she had those orange light balls on it.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But this
yeah,
all
of her shit looks really cool in this, except that headdress is a little too much for me. The first time I saw this, like, seeing the Senate
chamber, yeah.
Yeah, it was like, wow, that's so fucking cool. Like, this is the thing that they talked about in the original Star Wars.
This is something that I've got to point out.
What's
Everybody talks about George's movies. Oh, it's so fucking white. Oh.
Yeah.
If you pay attention, like, you got Panaka there.
Mm-hmm.
It's all white and there's all dudes. There's no chicks in the Star Wars universe. There's an Asian chick there. Later on, there's a chick pilot. There's a black dude. He's a pilot. If you look at the Naboo pilots, that's a fucking color palette there.
Yeah, it's a Benetton ad.
Fucking A. It's like you got an Asian dude in there. There's a couple dudes that look like they might be Indian, either kind.
Yeah. I like his whispering in her ear, like, look, here's where they're gonna fuck you over.
It's basically what he does to Anakin later.
Yeah, he does. And I like it too, because this whole time he thinks, well, she's so young and gullible, she'll do whatever I tell her. Mm-hmm. And it's not until later when she surprises him by doing something he wasn't expecting that he's like, oh shit.
His hair's kind of out of control too. Palpatine's.
Yeah, it's pretty lush, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Her shit's over the top, but his ain't too far behind.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I wanted to defend George on that front because I was watching this earlier and I was like, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah. There's the ETs down there.
Maybe, yeah, I always noticed that. But maybe, like, they're not main characters, but you can't say there's no diversity in the Star Wars galaxy.
Yeah.
That's it. I just had to get on a soapbox about that because that's always annoyed me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people are going to find reasons to, I mean, especially now, fuck. You can't do anything without, we don't need to get into that, but.
No, especially not here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is pretty fucking crazy.
I
always loved too. The fucking lanes on Coruscant, and when you see later how they travel them, it's nuts. May's like, he did alright.
Mm-hmm.
Are you listening to the movie as we go?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Can you hear how off Frank Oz's voice is?
Doesn't really sound that off to me. It sounds a little gravelly. Still sounds a little extra gravelly. Sounds a little more like Grover than.
There's a Yoda at the end of the book.
Yeah.
Did you ever read that book?
Yeah, the monster at the end of the book. It's you. Yeah, the mirror. The mirror into another room.
It leads to suffering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never noticed that before, but yeah, it sounds a lot like Grover.
Maybe that's what it is. It just doesn't sound right coming out his mouth.
Yeah.
Now, in the EU, the sun on Coruscant was controlled by like these big fucking mirrors and shit.
Oh yeah, I think you told me that before.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah.
But yeah, the sun was controlled by mirrors. Oh, Jar Jar's got a fucking huge scar on his lip.
Yeah. This is
this is a
badass scene right here. Hold on a second. Like this is the turning point where you should really like Jar Jar after this.
Yeah.
Like when you realize like he's not as dumb as you think.
Mm-hmm. He's just clumsy. He's not an idiot. He's just clumsy and kind of bumbling, but he's not stupid.
Right. And he basically just told her how to fucking win the day.
Mm-hmm.
This was a missed opportunity, too, where...
Look at that look in Sidious's eyes, or Palpatine's eyes. He's got his head kind of lowered, looking at her like he's hunting her.
Mm-hmm.
But
that was a missed opportunity when they used Bail Antilles instead of Bail Organa.
Yeah.
That confounds me. I have no idea why he did that.
Well, isn't it in episode 3 they mention Senator Antilles again?
I don't know. Do they?
Yeah, because I think they made a point to be like, oh yeah, it is two different people. In one of the movies. Because you actually, I think it is 3, because you actually see Bail Organa.
Yeah.
And they mention Bail Antilles too.
Maybe. But why would you name him Bail? Give him a different first name.
I don't know.
That's just, it was always so bizarre to me. Like,
it
doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah. But yeah, they would control in the EU, they controlled the weather, they controlled the daylight. This planet is so fucking micromanaged. Yeah. Or it was.
Here he is. Here's where he's telling him to get fucked. And he's got his arm up and his legs crossed. And he's like,
yeah. He just looks like a drunk asshole dad from a TV show or something, or a movie where he's just like, the fuck you want now, asshole?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Well, it's Qui-Gon. He's bringing us some more fucking bullshit to deal with.
Mm-hmm. And you can see Obi-Wan right there is like, when are you going to tell me about this, asshole?
Uh-huh. He's like, hey, wait a minute.
The apprentice you have, Qui-Gon. Yes.
The code forbids it. Do something.
Mm-hmm.
But then you see he sits forward here like, what'd you say?
Mm-hmm.
Say it to my face. Yeah, there is so much anger in Obi-Wan's eyes. Like, there's little else he can learn from me.
Well, yeah, you gotta, I mean, it's basically his dad just said, yeah, I don't want you anymore.
Yeah. And he meant it as a compliment to him,
Right, but still,
the way
it's
he
still...
worded it was just like, yeah, whatever. I did all I can with him. He's hopeless, is how it sounds, yeah.
Well, no, I don't think he would have taken it that way. I just think the suddenness of him being like, nope, we're done here. You know?
Yeah, but I mean, the way he words it, the suddenness of it, is almost just like, he's hopeless, I'm done with him, you know? I mean, it sort of comes off like, I did, the best I could, and he's good from here on out. And the way, like, Qui-Gon here just kind of blows over it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely puts him in his place.
Yeah.
He's like, everybody else can tell this kid's dangerous. Why can't you? And he's like, basically tells him, you don't know what you're talking about. Get out of my face.
Sit down. Shut up.
Yeah.
You're here to be seen and not heard.
Yep.
Oh, God, I heard that so many times as a child.
Oh, me too.
Your focus determines your reality.
I like that phrase. I mean, I always like that. I always like this little explanation.
Mm-hmm. This whole little conversation, yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
But see, right here, basically he says the same thing that Yoda tells Luke, he just puts a name to it.
Yeah, he should have said they're inside all living cells. He should have said all living things. And then, because the next sentence he says, inside your cells, yeah.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have said cells twice. That sounds clunky.
It does.
I mean, I think that speech, or that those two sentences, or that little explanation, probably would have not hit people's ears quite as hard if it had not had both cells in there twice like that.
Yeah, she looks like she got sandbag titties. You know how, like, in Mrs. Doubtfire, they gave Robin titties and it was sandbags?
Oh, yeah.
That's what it looks like hanging from her head. But yeah, I mean, I could get down with that. Maybe cut one of those cells or edit it a bit.
Yeah.
But I think it works. I don't understand so now the Force is a rapist? People were so obsessed with rape with this movie. Rape in their childhoods. The Force is rape.
The Force is rape?
You never heard that?
No.
That the midichlorians, that makes the Force rape? Because it gets inside you? And it's like, but it's the same shit Yoda said. But it's a microscopic organism that gets inside you. I was like, you're an idiot.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Oh, that's fucking weird. The way his hair was matted to the right side of his face.
Yeah.
Lloyd. I went to a funeral for somebody who shot themselves in the temple. And they, like, put a patch of hair over their head. And that's what that looked like.
Ew, gross.
Yeah. That was kind of off-putting. I never noticed that before. Yeah, here's where she's like, I need your help. Remember that thing you said?
Yep. Yeah, remember that thing you said that you didn't realize what you were saying?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that fucking, I need your help.
Mm-hmm.
The robotic way she talks is pretty annoying.
Yeah, it was a little annoying. I like this.
I do.
The landing and the birds come out of the trees. Here, this shot here. This shot here is a bad pickup shot too, I think.
Oh,
either that or the lighting is just really bad.
It could be a pickup shot because his hair looks fucked up.
Yeah, watch when it gets closer in his face.
Yeah. And you can tell that there is a green screen
right
shot
here.
too. Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be a pickup. Because you can see the layers of his hair.
Yeah.
Did Liam Neeson have long hair at this time, or is that a wig too?
That's a wig.
Okay.
That's a wig, and his beard's fake too, I think. His beard and his mustache.
That's a good fucking fake beard then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is because they had a sandstorm in Tunisia.
Yeah.
And I think like
his mustache blew off.
No, but I think the makeup trailer and shit, like his wig and his facial hair and stuff, got fucked up, and
Huh.
I think.
Yeah, I can't believe I never noticed that big-ass scar on Jar Jar's lip before.
Well, he is clumsy. He likes to walk into...
Look at the baby
Like-
Guggins.
Uh-huh.
There was a couple of them down in the city before. Too,
Yeah.
But anyway. There's Captain Tarples. He comes back in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, he does. Did he die in that episode? I can't remember.
I think he
I think he
did, yeah.
did.
I was
think
just
he
getting
did.
ready to say that.
Yeah, I think he did.
It's eerie when you see her and Keira Knightley standing next to each other. It is eerie how close they look.
Yeah, they do. They do look pretty similar.
You can see her like biting her tongue there, like, don't say nothing, don't say nothing, don't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this would be a pretty badass reveal if they had held on to it longer.
Yeah. Well, and it would have been fine, except everybody knew that, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, even I knew. You know?
Yeah, no, but I know. I mean, yeah. I mean, everybody knew Natalie Portman as Queen Amidala. Like, that was... she was billed that way. It wasn't like... You know, Natalie Portman's playing Padme.
Even I knew, and I hadn't seen the movie at that point. I wasn't really, like, big on Star Wars. I was just diving in, and it's like, well, why is everybody shocked? They didn't know?
Right.
You know?
Right.
Because I was counting the years. I've only been, like, really hardcore, well...
Look at that fat Gungan. Did you see that fat Gungan?
That. Yeah.
I never saw him before. Chubby little
fuck.
bitch.
There's no self-hatred issues here, folks.
Nah.
Chunky fuck, you fat little bitch. Tubby little bitch is what you said. But I was counting the years off the other day. I think I've only really been into Star Wars for like 9 years now, 8 years.
Yeah.
Because it was Clone Wars that hooked me in.
Yeah.
Really.
But this was the first film you saw, right?
Yeah, because I watched them in order.
Oh, okay.
Although, technically, I did see the original trilogy when I was little, but we'll get into that when we get to those movies. Because there's a story there.
Okay.
But yeah, see, you can almost see his fucking eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, here's where he's like, oh, this is unexpected that she's going to fucking try to take us on.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's a total Muppet voice right there.
That was Peter Serafinowicz as Maul, right?
Yeah.
Thought so.
Yeah, he's another one who shits on this movie.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's another one that's dead to me.
Well, I mean, he is part of that group, so it's not that hard to believe. Oh, that's bad. You see Jar Jar's vest going through his arm?
That was his ear, wasn't it?
No, because it was coming from the front.
Oh. Yeah, that's bad then.
It was just sliding through his arm a little bit.
Yeah.
You see, Boss walks up, looks at Qui-Gon,
he's
gives
like,
him a
sup,
nod, like, we're doing this, man.
Yeah. Sup, fellas.
I thought it was weird that they started this fucking meeting without him. I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, all your peeps are gonna get killed.
Yeah. Well, I think he might have already known. Like, that seems like part of the plan that was already... Like, the part I think they're hashing out here is how they're going to get into the city. To get the Viceroy.
Listen to the way they tell him, like, being part of the first line, your people are gonna die.
I know. And he said, we're ready to do it. So I think he already knew. It wasn't. He doesn't seem shocked at all. Like, what?
Well, see, the way Qui-Gon says it, it's like, it's the first time he's telling him, you know? Damn, who pissed her off?
No shit, look at her. That's some resting bitch face right there.
I was gonna say, that's a stink eye if I ever seen it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's got that Sidious thing going on where she's looking down, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Anakin's like, I'm gonna be inside you.
Like, see, that's badass the way he's just hobbling back and forth, not
Mm-hmm.
even moving, but the spider thing is.
Yeah.
And right there, you can clearly tell who it is. They should have hid that better.
Well, I mean, come on. Like, I mean, who's not going to know that that's who that is? Even if they did hide it.
Well, I mean, the audience, yeah, I get they'll know. But, like, even in universe, they're like, oh, we got to be so scared of this Sith Lord. And it's like, motherfucker, he's your Chancellor.
Right.
Or he will be in, like, 10 minutes.
Right.
Everybody's like, oh, it's a secret. I can understand the Jedi. They haven't seen him, but Gunray could easily be like, oh, that's the bad guy.
Right.
Instead of being so intimidated by him.
Starting up the shield. This shield is fucking cool as shit, too.
Yeah, there was a level on Battlefront 2, the PlayStation 2 version.
Yeah.
Where you could play this.
Oh, really?
Or maybe it was on Battlefront 1 on PC. I don't remember. It's in one of the Battlefronts, the OG Battlefronts.
Yeah.
And you could play this, and it's so cool.
Yeah. I always liked the shot of those tanks, like, gliding over the top of the hill.
Yeah. But yeah, I got one of those tanks, a model of one of those tanks.
I know, you said that.
Oh yeah, I did, didn't I?
And here's her,
Okay, now, coming up right here, listen to Anakin's response to Qui-Gon.
where he says, sure?
He's, like, acting all scared, and he's like, sure!
Yeah. No, I think
That's
he's like...
a weird line reading to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's just trying to act brave.
Yeah, but I mean, he looks scared shitless, and then it's like he told him, you want some ice cream? And he's like, sure!
There's Padme with her fireplace lighter
Sexy self.
gun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah.
Did you see the smoke on that screen from the tanks?
No.
That looked badass there. On that screen, it looked like some of the best CG in the film.
Yeah, I didn't
Pretty
notice.
cool. Yeah, I remember you telling me about those fireplace lighters before.
I always thought these pilots were kind of cool with their trench coat things. I'm not sure what that's all about. It doesn't seem
It's
like
not
that.
practical at all.
It doesn't seem very practical. And this poor guy's going to take a shot right here. He's going to get taken out before he even gets out of the hangar.
Yeah. Did you heard about all the design troubles with this hangar, right?
No.
Yeah, like the tails of the ships don't actually fit. And on Clone Wars, I think they designed sockets for the tails to go into. Which
really?
You can't really see where the sockets are on Clone Wars in here. They never show you that angle of it.
Yeah.
So it does work, but like the CG model of this with the starfighters, they don't actually fit in there. They kind of cut it off.
Yeah.
See, there's your black guy pilot. There's your lady pilot.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever...
It's all white dudes.
I don't know if I've ever realized it, or if I haven't, I just keep forgetting every time I see the movie. But Bravo leader, that's Rick Ollie. Rick Ollie.
Who the fuck is that?
The guy that flies the Queen's ship.
Oh. Okay.
And I only say that because, like, that was one of the first new characters they kind of announced or showed leading up to the movie, you know? And then it turns out he had, like, fucking nothing to do in this movie. But it was like...
Yeah, I guess that was him, wasn't it?
And I mean, they talk about it on the other show, too, but about how he's like a non-character, but they built him up. So now anybody... Like Captain Phasma almost was a Rick Ollie, like the build up or the what they lead you to believe before the movie comes out, and then it comes out, it's like, well, that character was nothing.
And it looks like Phasma, they're going to be trying to make up for that mistake.
Yeah, I think so.
Because there's that novel coming out this fall. And then,
yeah, she's going to have a much bigger role in the second movie.
Yeah.
The Last Jedi.
Episode 8. Yippee. Which only, at the point that this drops, is only like 3 months away, 2 months away.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it's more than that. Well, that's about 4 months away, I guess. Anyway, moving on.
These bomb weapons are not the most fucking practical either, but they work.
The blue orb things?
Yeah. And that's the fucking ferociousness of those battle droids' lasers when they're marching towards them. Damn. Yep, stay right there.
I like that there. But stay in that cockpit.
Mm-hmm. He's like,
have
all
you
right
seen
then.
the memes of that?
No.
Yeah, where it's Qui-Gon getting like real pissy. It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now this is the fucking money shot of the whole movie. Like, this is the reason. This is the reason why I saw it like 12 times in the theater.
Oh yeah.
Is all the
droidicas.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I love this. Is Duel of Fates, isn't it?
Yeah.
Getting ready to kick in. Yeah, I love that song so much. Now, see, I actually do remember seeing that shot of Maul popping his blade out.
Yeah, that's a totally iconic shot.
Mm-hmm.
That was the holy shit moment of the trailer, the first trailer when it dropped.
I just remembered this. When I was in school, there was a kid I would talk to. His name was Tim.
Mm-hmm.
He was so fucking into Star Wars. And I remember, like, I didn't like it at the time, and I remember him almost every day fucking coming in, going ape shit about this movie after it came out. I guess it was that fall.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I have a little stick figure drawing still that he fucking drew of Maul and Obi-Wan on the catwalk.
Oh, really?
I think so, yeah.
That's cool. That's fucked up that helmet just happens to fit his tiny little kid head.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier. I was like, how the fuck does that fucking helmet fit his little head?
That was always so badass, too, when he like uses the Force and throws that piece of debris and
just
smashes
an
the lock.
Afterthought.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might have to find that drawing and we post it with this episode, maybe.
Okay. That's fucked up, too, that like those are stuntmen. That's not Liam and Ewan McGregor, even though it's their faces because they digitally put their face. That's like the first time I remember ever seeing anybody digitally put somebody's face on another person's body.
And then they made it like super famous in Lord of the Rings. God damn you, motherfucking piece of shit! Ugh.
Uh-oh, we dropped again.
You cocksucker!
We don't have time for this, Captain, so let's
You're
just
gonna have
get
to
the
mute
fuck
my
out of
side
the
of the
window.
fucking audio again. Can you hear me?
Misa back.
You're gonna have to mute my audio again to cut the AC/DC song. God damn it. But anywho, as I was saying, they made that real famous in the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
What's that?
The facial replacement.
Oh, yeah.
Practical droid and practical foot there for a second.
I always liked this, too. And he shoots that droid, that destroyer's fucking foot off.
And then you see it crawl.
Uh-huh.
This is... Rogue One was sort of reminiscent of this part. A little bit from my memory.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, you're gonna have to listen to me fucking swear because the phone cut off again.
Okay.
Here's some nice anger.
Okay.
And see, I can hear you fine now. You're cutting in and out. God damn it.
What? I can hear you.
Yeah, but I can't hear you. I hear it.
Oh.
Oh, there you are.
Okay, I'm back.
Sorry,
back
folks. This
again.
is what happens when you don't edit. Or you can't edit, I should say.
Right. Yeah, this part I didn't
That
never
right
really
there.
liked. What?
That right there, where he does, let's try spinning. That's a good move. That's the thing I told you. Motherfuck Rebels. They showed Vader doing it here.
Oh.
You remember everybody made a big deal? It's like, you know that move from fucking A New Hope where he spun? They showed that in Rebels, and oh my god, it's the first time he ever did it. I saw this earlier, and I was like, bullshit, he just did it there.
When he spun?
Yeah, because, you know, when he spun out after he got hit in
Oh, yeah.
episode 4?
Yeah.
And he did it on Rebels, and people were losing their shit.
He did it on Rebels.
You remember that?
No, I don't remember him doing it on Rebels.
Oh, fuck, I don't remember what episode, but there is an episode where, like, he spins off. I don't know if it's season 2 or season 3, but they were on that other podcast, they were making a big deal about it.
Oh,
And I was like, no, he fucking did it here.
Oh,
I think
right here.
said something about it, too.
Oh, really?
I could be just
I
thinking
love
of
this.
them, but yeah. Yeah.
Kicks him off the catwalk. I remember them showing behind the scenes of them filming that where
Yeah.
Obi-Wan falls off the catwalk. Of course, you didn't know what it was. It was just his stuntman going off a high platform into an airbag.
Yeah. I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, oh no, that dude's dead.
Uh-huh.
And then it's like, oh wait, he's that old guy in the other ones, isn't he?
Right. I like how he just jumps up there with no problem.
Yeah.
I always thought that Qui-Gon was going to bite it right there when that chorus was kicking in and Obi-Wan's down there and he's looking up at him from a distance.
Yeah. I love this here where you see the difference between the Jedi and the Sith.
Yeah.
Like,
where he's
Qui-Gon's
like pacing.
like, okay.
Yeah. He's like pacing like an animal and Qui-Gon's just like, okay, we're just going to chill out here
find
for
my
a second.
center, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking Maul's just like, bitch, I'm going to fuck you up when this opens.
Yeah, I'm going to find your fucking center.
Mm-hmm. And Qui-Gon just looks at him like, I'll show you how it's done, bitch.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Shield's down.
Like, that smoke right back there, did you see that?
Yeah.
That was damn good looking. Not just for the time, like, even now, that's damn good looking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, watch the background explosions.
Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about?
I think that's real.
I mean, they have to plop it in, though, and a lot of times it looks shitty when they plop it in.
Yeah.
That looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, these big electrical blue ball things, so fucking weird.
Yeah. They do some
like
damage,
right there,
though.
Why didn't it fucking destroy that tank when it was going up it? It just used it as a ramp and then exploded it.
I guess because...
Whoa!
I don't know.
Did you hear when he landed? He was like, "Ugh!"
Yep. Just racked his balls.
Oh, dude keeps getting his fucking nuts busted. And not in a fun way.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Look
the
how,
fuck
look
up
how,
saves
look
the
how
day
it digs
again.
into the dirt.
Yes. That's another shot. There's like,
that was always
so awesome.
I know, that was always a really cool detail where it digs right into the earth. Like a plow.
Mm-hmm. Where they both get fucked here.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Yeah, this is the part in the program where it looks dire for our heroes.
This movie, I was thinking about this earlier. This movie seems like 3 separate episodes of a TV show cut together for a movie, you know?
Really?
Because you've got the first part. Yeah, you got the first part where they set up Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
Then there's the roll again.
Yeah.
Then you got the part where
I like where he goes past the control tower and the droids are like, "What the fuck was that?" Watch.
Yeah. Yeah, they look up and it's like, you hear that?
Hey, what was
Whoa.
that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But then you got the second episode on Tatooine.
Yeah.
And then the third episode is like, let's focus on the Queen and all of that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So it feels like 3 episodes of a TV show strung together to make a movie.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, here goes.
Maul is such a badass. That is such a pimp look. bam, 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 bam. You see Obi-Wan haul ass down there.
Yep. He's like, God damn it. I wonder, I just thought of this. Why didn't he just fucking slice that wall, the thing where the
ratioed
projector? the thing where where it's looks like that's where it's coming out of, and just disable it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think about that till you just said it, but no. George loves him a no, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think I brought that up to the other show. Sent them an email about it when people were all pissed off about the special edition with Vader saying no at the end of Return of the Jedi. And it was like, it makes absolutely total sense. That's one of those choices that it's like, oh, that sucks. I don't know though. I mean, I'm okay with it. It's different, but it wasn't terrible. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be when I actually watched it.
Yeah, but I mean, it kind of takes away where you're like, I'm not sure what he's going to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree there. But then at the same time, it's like every movie has a character yelling no like that.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah, it's ring theory.
Yeah. These guys are easily...
the same notes play.
Yeah. These guys are so easily tricked.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, go get her. That one's...
this one's a decoy.
Yeah.
It's like, here, catch.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that dude when she threw the gun? Mm-hmm. The dude with the mustache, he kind of gets down like, ho, ho,
ho.
But yeah, like that shot of the door, that's almost as bad as their fucking Jedi powers when they run. That looked almost as shitty as that.
Yeah, but it looks like... Hang on. This fucking fight is fucking epically awesome. It's just so fucking fast and so...
This is one of the things people bitch about because, and I don't notice it, but apparently they think that there's spots in here where you can see like them totally whiffing.
Oh.
Like that kick is one, but it's like, it's not that bad.
Plus, it's a fucking movie. Yeah, you could see it. You can see him miss, I guess, but so what?
Yeah. It annoys the shit out of me. It really does how much people nitpick these movies, but the original trilogy they act like is fucking perfect.
And that's the first time you get a force pushed. Well, not the first time, but the most dramatic use of a force push. That
there is one of those perfect examples of, that mall short that you sent me? That short film?
Yeah.
Where they put a little panache on the force pushes.
Yeah.
I wish George would have done that,
Oh, yeah.
Because it just kind of looks weird. I mean, you get the impact of it. They give you a little sound effect that's like, but some visual indication of it I thought would be cool.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Cut that fucker in half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like how he just cuts him in half.
Mm. She's got a severe face.
Yeah, she does.
He's got a face that's sort of severe, but kind of looks grandpa-like.
Mm-hmm.
That was the dude you were talking about. That was the pilot, right?
Right. Yeah, the white dude.
I noticed it that time. Yeah. Ooh. The one that was teaching Anakin how to pilot.
Yeah.
Hey, look, a Death Star.
These are broken. There's your 1138 on the back of that battle droid.
What was that?
There's 1138 on the back of the battle droid.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Nice. Did you ever notice that before?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't always see it, but I know it's there. It's one of those things I don't always catch.
That's so badass, him taunting him like that.
Yeah, he's just taunting him. Yeah, this is badass. Except that his leap out of the pit is kind of weak looking. It looks weird.
Yeah, and it's like, why didn't Maul just swing at him?
I guess it's supposed to happen so fast that... I mean, it doesn't look fast, but I guess it's supposed to...
Look at that puff of misty blood.
The mist, yeah. I remember seeing this the first time when that happened.
That's bad, CG.
Yeah, and then he splits when he falls down, and I'm like, oh shit. Because that's another one where I was like, oh, this guy's gonna be such a fucking badass, and he's gonna be the main bad
they built
guy.
the marketing around him.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, he's dead. Only not dead.
Or is he? Shh, shh, shh.
It's so sad when he reaches up and touches his face.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they ad-libbed that.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, I don't think that's a fake beard, man. Because that looks too good.
Maybe. Well, it may be another case of like Hugh Jackman's sideburns in the first Wolverine, or in the first X-Men movie, where he hadn't grown them out yet, so they were fake at one point, and then...
Okay, yeah, that's possible.
Or like...
Yeah, because didn't they shoot all that Tunisia shit first?
Yeah, I think so, probably.
That's an awfully phallic-looking ship.
Yeah.
Mine's bigger.
Mm-hmm.
I never realized how tall those fucking...
The Nemoidians? Yeah, they're tall.
Yeah. They're giant fucks.
Well, yeah, they have to be tall so the actors can see out of their mouths.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. You'll get to see the random black guy as Mace.
Oh, yeah, the not Sam Jackson.
Uh-huh. It's like, well, you're bald. You're black. There he is.
Yeah, that's totally not
like,
him.
Yeah, it's like, you're bald. You're black. That'll do.
Mm.
You can see him there again. Is that Season 10?
Yeah, Saucy Teen.
Thought so. What?
Saucy Teen.
Oh. Guess I said that wrong.
Well, I don't know. Who knows?
Look, this is bad CG of Yoda, this wide shot.
Yeah.
And then you get in close and it's like, oh, it looks good again.
Mm-hmm.
The bitchiness in him here.
Yeah.
You know, popping his cane and shit.
Yeah.
Grumpy old Yoda.
Yeah, but I like how he just resigns to it. And he's like, well, I don't agree, but the council does, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he looks so much better there.
Yeah.
Gives you that nice visual continuity too.
Right. Yeah,
and
it's like
glad that
it was like
it's good that they did it later because he looks so much better than he would have if they would have tried it.
Oh, right away, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was gonna say it was a no-brainer to like
go back
and fix that guy, yeah.
Yeah, special edition him.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see the other Jedi, if they go wide again, wearing those black robes?
Really?
Or at least they look black. Yeah. Let's see. I guess they're not going to go wide again. Fuck.
Yeah. I think it just looks black because Sam Jackson's looks black right there too, almost.
Well, see, that's a chocolatey looking color to me.
Well, I mean, it does now, but when the fire's not as high and it's more shadowy,
yeah.
It looks black.
Yeah.
But see right here, like the little cheeky, oh look, there's Palpatine. He must be the, it's like, no shit, really.
I love this song too.
Yeah, I do too. I always like this ending.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. But oh yeah, on the CD, and the way it blends into the end theme.
Yeah.
It's so perfect.
Yep.
And look, Miss a hero now.
And her in that white outfit's fucking badass.
Oh yeah. Badass is one way to
and him
look at it.
Well, I'm trying to be too lewd.
Oh. Yes, it's very badass.
Yeah. Since I'm thinking about it now, I'm not sure how old she was when they did this movie.
That's true.
maybe we should ease off on that.
A little late in the day for that, don't you think?
Yeah. Now I'm regretting some things that I said.
She wasn't 14, that's for sure.
Well, no,
but... But hey, I saw this 8 years ago. I was 18, so it was cool then, and I feel the same now, so...
Yeah.
It's not weird. It's weird for you, because you've always been old when she was in this.
It's true.
There's Keira Knightley back there. You can tell it's Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
Written and directed by George Lucas. Produced by Rick McCallum. The movie's over.
Yep. There you go. Episode 1.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I do too. Like I said, there's so much sense memory with this that every part of this movie I can remember where I was when I saw it.
Who were you with the first time you saw it?
Jennifer.
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw it at the DePere Cinema.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Like maybe the second showing of the first day.
You came out crying, and she's like, "Why do I fuck you?"
Uh-huh. Well, luckily she didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, that is such a good movie. I don't get it.
She was 18. She was 18 when this movie came out.
Ha! She was hot as fuck.
Whew. Phew. She was born in 1981.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. She was like exactly 18 when this came out. She was maybe 17 when they shot it, so...
Well, I was 18 when I saw her, so it's only a year different, so I can say she was hot as fuck.
Yep. I was only 26.
Ew, you creeper.
Yeah. I know, it's gross.
Oh, you were the age I am now when you first saw this? Or when this came out?
Yeah. I was 26, yeah.
Oh. I just turned 26. That hits me in the owls. Okay, yeah. Pernilla August.
Pernilla, yeah. She was like Swedish, I think.
Is she really?
Yeah, something like that. She doesn't speak English. That's why her...
You see,
I mean,
Jabba the Hutt himself.
Did it say that?
Yeah.
Addie Gallia is Jin. Gin.
I didn't see that one. That was Depa.
Did it say it? It said Depa
Yeah.
Boloba? Nice.
Yep. I thought so, because I remember she had those gold beads on her forehead and on the bridge of her nose.
Yeah. Nice.
I remember that from the novel.
Nice. Fucking Easter eggs all over the place.
Shit, yeah, son. And I know some stuffs about things as is.
Yeah. Yeah, the first time
I never knew... Go ahead.
First time I saw it was with Jennifer, and then I saw it... was it the next day? No, I don't think it was the next day. It was... Well, it might have been the next day. Because this came out on a Thursday or Friday, and I think I saw it on a Saturday, too. But the next time I saw it was with my mom and dad and Molly and...
Pow!
Yeah. I think Jennifer again, maybe.
But she's like, "Are you shitting me? We're seeing this again?"
And then there was like several times where I saw it by myself. And then
What was that like, going to the theater by yourself?
What was it like?
Yeah, because people always tell me that's weird to go by yourself, and I was like, why? I would do it if I could.
It was fucking awesome. I saw Ernest Scared Stupid by myself. Whenever that came out.
That is a good movie.
Yeah, I know. I went to see that by myself on my birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think Molly and her friends went to see some movie, and I took them. I drove them there, and then while they were seeing a movie, I went and saw something else.
You're like, go see your bullshit. I'm going to watch Ernest.
Yeah, go see whatever fucking bullshit you're going to see, and I'm going to see Ernest.
Yeah, my grandpa loved those movies, so I grew up with them. And I think Ernest goes to the army or in the army. He mentions Undertaker.
Oh, really? I don't think I even saw that one.
Yeah. He's talking about, turn on Monday Night Raw. There's Undertaker's coming up or something like that.
I used to watch his show, Saturday morning show.
Oh,
Ernest
I forgot
TV
he had
show.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always liked those movies.
Yeah, me too.
People nowadays act like you're brain dead if you like them, but fuck you, I like those movies.
Yeah.
But
Special
yeah,
effects
Scared
best
Stupid
boy
is
Robbie
amazing.
Klott. What an unfortunate name. But yeah, I
there's
saw.
Ben
But
Burke and
yeah,
Matt Wood.
yeah. But going to the movies by yourself is fucking awesome, dude. That is such a win.
Yeah, I always thought it would be.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing. Especially when
But
you
again-
skip out on work or skip
Yeah.
out on school and go to the movies by yourself. Fucking A, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, people act like you got some kind of damage if you go to the movies by yourself, and it's like, if I could, my ass would go all the time by myself.
Yeah.
Because that would be so much fun for me.
Yeah. One time we went away on the weekend to
John
Sullivan.
Hollywood, that's a fake name.
Yeah. To Sullivan for the weekend, me and Jennifer.
Yeah.
And we saw it.
Holy shit, they shot this at Leavesden?
Did they?
Yeah, that's where they shot the Potter movies.
Huh.
Sorry, go ahead.
Saw it at a
Sullivan.
shithole like two screen theater in Sullivan.
Oh, cool.
So that was interesting. And
Yeah,
then
that would be fun too.
And then I think was it on? No, it must not. Must have been the next. 'Cause we used to go there all the time. That was our getaway. Go
Yeah.
spend the night in a hotel.
That was your
Getaway,
bone zone.
That was the bone zone. That's right. You're right.
There's
I'm
the
not gonna
Vader
lie.
breathing.
Oh yeah. But
Anywho, yeah, the bone zone.
but like one of the trips after that.
Yeah.
I got it pay-per-view in the room. We watched it on TV before it was even on video. It was like still in the theater.
Wow.
I know, it was fucking sick.
Here's all the pussy THX stuff.
The what?
The pussy THX stuff.
I don't know what that means. Oh,
Don't
if
you remember when the indie commentary? You're like, I don't know, but this all looks like pussies to me. You don't remember that?
Oh, the flowers and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's not on mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The flowers opening up and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on mine. I remember you going,
It's
this
just
all
like
looks like
pussies."
pussies to me. I was like, well, they say flowers look like pussies, and you're like, that's true.
That's true. Kind of do.
But anywho, back to your Bone Zone. You got it on pay-per-view?
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty sick.
You know, if we titled these, this would have to be called Bone Zone.
The Bone Zone.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a good fucking movie. Doesn't deserve half of the bullshit it gets.
No, I really like it.
Mm-hmm.
Such an
What?
important piece of the saga now.
Oh yeah, because I mean, you don't get the Clone Wars Episode 7, any of it without this.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, fucking Star Wars probably would have died a long time ago without this.
Yeah, it definitely would have been like what would it have been like?
I think the novels and shit might have continued, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, they would have probably kept going for a while, but
But not for long, because they did a lot of prequel novels.
yeah. Well,
And, I
they
mean,
probably
this
would have
led-
they probably would have rebooted the EU by now.
Yeah.
You know, not like Disney did where they just killed it, but
Yeah.
then of course people would have been pissed about that even because they rebooted the
Yeah.
EU. But you would have had to at some point, like, because seeing how all anybody was allowed to or wanted to do was fucking tell the same goddamn stories over and over again about the same fucking characters.
Well, I was gonna say George threw down an edict. You cannot go toward or go near the Clone Wars until I get there.
Right.
So it wasn't until like just before Episode 2 is when Clone Wars novels started coming out,
Yeah.
because he didn't want people touching that era.
Well, good.
But I mean, at the same time, it's like, if that shit was never considered canon, what the fuck does it matter?
Well, I guess so.
That's why I always thought it was canon, because why throw down an edict like that if,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. I guess maybe so you don't have that in people's heads going into it, but...
Probably. I mean, look at it now. Like, look at all the stuff on Rebels and Clone Wars and everything else that, like, contradicts any of the EU stuff, that contradicts it. People are like, they lose their shit. It was a book written 20 years ago, and they're like, oh, that's not how it happened in that book. You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, imagine, like, somebody writing a book, like, a year or two before George goes to do the prequel trilogy, and...
somebody tells the story of Anakin, and then he's like, no, that ain't how it happened. This is how it happened.
Right.
Yeah, I get that, but I don't know. It just always seemed weird to me when people were like, well, that shit wasn't canon anyway. And it's like, then why did they put in so much effort to keep it straight? Why was there edicts? You can't touch this. You can't go near that.
Well, I mean, it was canon to that group of Lucasfilm. To the people making those books, they treated it as if it were canon.
Yeah.
But
I know.
But the Almighty says no, and so the dude must abide.
Yeah. Don't act like you know that reference.
I thought I'd throw that in there at you.
So yeah, that's episode 1. Great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now the next Star Wars movie we do, that's gonna be a bit of an uphill climb for me.
Yeah, me too. That's undoubtedly the worst of the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
There is, like, I could pick out a few inexcusable, undefendable things in this movie, but for the most part, I love it, top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 2 is...
The first third of it's like, ugh.
Oh, God.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I were to have to hate a Star Wars movie, that would clearly be it. I've told you that many times.
Yeah.
Because, that's such a tough watch. But that's not our next movie's going to be.
No, I mean, you said the first third?
Yeah. First 2/3 is what I meant.
First 2/3? Nah, I think, like, the middle third is the tough part. The first third I didn't really have too much of a problem with, and the ending is pretty strong. But
I don't
the
really
middle
give
part
a shit about all that Coruscant shit.
Yeah.
Like, if you take out Obi-Wan from that, I don't give a fuck at all.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it doesn't get... I don't find it to become, like, kick out the chair bad until...
Oh, no, I don't either, but it's just like that first third gets compounded by that second third where it's just like, fucking do something interesting already, will ya?
Yeah, well, I actually liked it. I thought the mystery was pretty cool. Like, him
well, that's what I mean. The Obi-Wan thread is the only thing I like, but the relationship shit, it's just like...
Oh, that shit's, like, that's gotta go. Like, none of that is fucking worth the shit.
Though.
Yeah, in the middle.
But I mean, in the beginning, too, when Anakin's kind of creeping on her.
Well, yeah, yeah, that's... Yeah. Anyway, what were you going to say? What's the next movie?
Yeah, that's going to be sometime in the future. I know when, but we're not telling you yet.
I don't even know when.
Yeah, you do, but you forgot it because you don't listen to me.
Oh, probably.
Because you're like, I'll listen to you when I cut it. I don't need to hear it again. I don't need to retain it now.
No, I'll just ask you again.
Yeah, you probably will.
I'm fucking bombarded from all sides by fucking dad. People asking me shit and wanting me to do shit. Me. And yeah. So I mean, I can't fit everything in my brain, in my memory.
It's
my memory.
Sad
my memory.
Things that I cut out to remember shit about this.
Yeah.
Like I ignore. There's whole chunks of my life I don't remember because it's like, okay, we got this Nerd Blitz thing happening. Next week we're going to record this. We're going to go and do that over there and then piece that together. And can you add this to there? But Anywho, our next motion picture is gonna be the first Iron Man.
All right.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
For the people at home, we've got like the next 6 commentaries planned.
Yep.
But you've got to wait. And actually, I think we dropped a special one a month or 2 ago.
Mm-hmm. That's the plan.
Yeah. We'll see if it happens, but...
Yeah.
It should, though. But anyway, yeah. Iron Man 1 is going to be our next commentary.
Yep. That should be interesting, because I have not seen that movie in a while. Quite a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's going to be kicking it old school then.
Mm-hmm.
Because, fuck, that movie's, what? 10 years old? 12 years old? Or no, 9, 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. And they've put out like 15 movies based off of that spine.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's insane, man.
Yep.
So, I guess it's time to do our thank yous and do a slight amount of whoring and get out of here, huh?
Yep. Man, I really want to just go into episode 2 now.
If it wasn't so late, I'd be like, do you wanna?
Yeah.
But it's late on a Sunday, so we can't.
Yeah, I know. We can't do it. It's
Goddamn bullshit. I don't want to stop talking either, even if it's not about Star Wars. I don't care.
Yeah.
But anyway,
better, though.
Such is life. Our thank yous. Thanks to J Sarge for our opening theme song, Nerd Blitz theme song that you hear on all of our shows. And then for our commentaries logo, thanks to @SherrySays, you can find and support J Sarge on Twitter @theJSarge or at remedialm-theory.bandcamp.com, and Sherry again is @SherrySays, and you can find her at instagram.com/SherrySays. For us, you can go to iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn, SoundCloud. We're part of the High Altitude Podcast Network at highaltpod.net. Or find everything at nerdblitz.com. And to get the pilot for this series, the Nerd Blitz commentaries, go to tsdjproductions.bandcamp.com and get the Nerd Blitz pilot trio there. It's only $4 and you get 3 episodes and it's all good.
Yeah, you get to hear us talk about the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Yes.
It's fucking amazeballs.
No.
Yes.
No.
Totally is.
No. I'm at the Scooby Doo Muir.
At Fitzman73.
And together we're at Nerd Blitz Pod. Is there anything fucking else we need to talk about?
Only about 6 more movies.
Well,
7 more movies.
7, yeah. And hell, by the time we get to episode 3, it's probably going to be time for the Han Solo movie to be out.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
If that's all, then I guess it's time to say goodbye.
Fuck.
I've got the intro or the outro. Just say something. Like, yeah, it's time to go.
Oh. Yeah, it's time to go.
I hope you don't cut that and you just leave that shit awkward as fuck.
I'm going to.
Just that long, awkward pause where you're like, oh, what are we supposed to say now?
Yeah, I thought you were waiting for me.
No. So, until next time, thanks for listening.
And watching.
Oh, wait, no. Oh my god, thanks for listening.
Oh. And watching.
You make me feel bad. This has been a feature of JJ2E Media and TSDJA Productions.